You are now listening to another episode of the Renegade podcast. This is a very exciting one as I speak to the one and only Kori Hinton. He is a hip hop YouTuber. He talks about hip hop artists all across the board. We're talking like Young Thug, The Future, to ASAP Rocky, to Travis Scott, all across the board. He's on tier lists. He's on everything in between. He's been blowing up recently. He has over 10,000 subscribers. He did a video about Juice WRLD. He's been doing pretty well. So yeah, it's gonna be pretty exciting for sure. And I cannot wait for this. I haven't really talked to a hip hop YouTuber like that in a while, or like ever. I mean, the closest one was Lobo, but he's more of a conspiracy oriented person. So I mean, that doesn't really count. But yeah, it's gonna be. It's gonna be very, very interesting. For sure, and I'm excited. I am excited because this is what I've been waiting for. Man, the first 5-6 months of this Renegade podcast has been an absolute success. No question about that. Like, it's not even close. I was worried I was going to only have one or two, and it wasn't going to be worth it. I'm going to be talking to essentially myself most of the time, like. But man, everything else has been beautiful. It's been really beautiful. I talked to so many great people, all across the board, from like sort of semi-famous on the YouTube scene to like radio veterans to like everything in between. It's gonna be interesting, for sure. It's gonna be very interesting, So I mean, it's gonna be interesting. It'll be very interesting, and let's just wait. I sent the link. That guy got back from work. So again, I'm a patient type of guy, so I don't really get, too concerned about time. Like, I try to be as punctual as I can. Granted, there's things that pop up, and there he is. The legend himself, there he is. Hello, my man.
Yo. Man, you get me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
I bet. Man, you doing alright, man?
Man, I'm doing great, bro. I'm doing great.
I ain't gonna lie, I never did one of these before, so,
Yeah, let's start off with this. Can you sort of tell the audience who may not know who you are, what you do, and maybe where you're from and stuff?
Well, my name is Kori Hinton.
Yeah.
I'm 21.
Yeah.
I live in Tuscaloosa, Alabama.
Yeah.
And, if y'all don't know, I do YouTube here and there,
Yeah.
Not crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, actually, I want to talk about the channel name itself. Is it based off of your real name, or is it based off of something else?
No, that's my, it ain't my real name. My real name is Kori.
Okay.
But, it's, half my name. Everybody just call me Kori, so.
Okay. All right.
It always just been like a little short nickname.
All right. So, you mentioned you're from Alabama. Is that correct, right? Did you ever? So I'm assuming you're a fan of the Bama team in college, right? College football.
No, some of the UA.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Go to every game out here. Like I literally live in Tuscaloosa. Like, I live in the where the UA at. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. Be out there every kind of couple weekends before football season comes.
All right. So, what was like the inspiration for your channel? Like, was this something you always wanted to do? Because I remember seeing older videos, and your videos sort of had like an RDC World type of vibe. Then you sort of shifted to doing like hip hop retrospective stuff, which I found was pretty cool. So,
but also like the story of that, it's like basically I don't know if you really like if you know this specific YouTube group, but Lean Squad.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Niles and all them. So basically, I was inspired by them back in like 2015, 2016.
Yeah.
And I said that in one of my videos. I said, if you really just scroll down to my channel, like you'll see like videos from like years ago. I wanted to be like a skit type of person. And I was inspired by RDC World heavy at the time too.
Okay.
So I always just wanted to be a skit person. But my true passion, like what I really like to talk about is like music. Is clearly, as you can see,
Yeah.
Like I love to talk about music. Like music just always been in my life. Like it's something I always listen to. I kind of do journalism on it. Like it's just stuff I love to do. But originally, I was a skit type of guy. Like I used to do all kind of skits. Like
Okay.
half of them is on private on my channel, but I left like personal ones still up. You know, the ones that that mean something to me.
Yeah.
But besides that, I basically just be like RDC World type of nigga.
All right. Yeah, for sure. You mentioned you sometimes do journalism on music. Did you ever because I know did you graduate?
Oh yeah, I'm currently in college right now. This is my junior year, to be a senior. So.
Oh.
Yeah.
So what are you doing? Are you doing like journalism or radio or whatever?
I'm trying to I'm in animation, but
whoa.
That's really I be drawing too, so.
Okay.
That's like another thing, but I should have majored in it early on, freshman year, but I don't really think about it.
So, because here's the thing, I'm from Canada, right?
You from Canada?
Yeah, I live in Mississauga, but I've been to Toronto like most days during the week, right? Mm-hmm. And because I've been through the high school system, right? I've been to high school in Caledon, Brampton, and in Mississauga, and because I just finished off my 2-year program at Humber College, is up in Tobago, right, for radio broadcasting, and I just want to see what's the difference in high school in the U.S. versus college in the U.S. What's the difference? Is it the same atmosphere or tone type of thing?
No, it definitely ain't the same. It's like when. How do I explain this? You said the difference, our high schools and college area?
Yeah.
Talking about the learning, the education part, or just in general?
Just general.
No, it's definitely the same. Like high school out here is just kind of everybody just kind of do what they do. It's still everybody have their phones. I say college though is you really see everybody have their own freedom.
Oh.
It's many versions of high school, but it's a higher level of high school in my opinion. That's kind of what I peep.
All right. Did you struggle through school at any point, or were you always
Man, what? Still struggling? No. I said it I be saying it in some of my outros in my video. I be I'm just a college nigga trying to get it. I'm literally you struggling right now.
All right. Okay, that's a great answer. Yeah. So what was because I was going through your videos, right? And I remember that Young Thug video, right? That popped off on your channel. Was that something you always wanted to do, or was that spur in the moment type of thing?
Talking about the videos I do now, or just the Thug video?
That Thug video specifically.
No, I always wanted, because dang about it, I don't never really see people make okay, for example, how to explain this, you know how you get on YouTube nowadays, everybody talk about the negative stuff that goes on. Okay, Thug in jail. Thug, he just got released from jail. You never see a video just talking about the greatness of the music he was making.
Yeah.
So I just woke up and I was like, bro, I have to talk about this, bro. Because people talk about it, but they don't talk about it enough. So I was I literally just wrote it down and all. Then I kind of script my videos, but I kind of go off script.
Yeah.
So I just wrote it all down and basically reminisced on everything I could really remember at that time. And that video, I didn't even expect that video to blow up. I just kind of uploaded it, and then it literally did, overnight, it kind of went crazy.
It's interesting you say that, because how do you sort of process that sort of virality, right? Because I talk to people that make videos that go over 1 million, and they mention that they can't really properly process it because they made those videos for themselves kind of, but didn't expect it to blow up the way it did.
I think basically my motto, how I look at it, I look at it, you just gotta really you can't really say, when you doing the video, you can't say it in your head or to yourself and be yeah, this gonna blow up, this gonna be the one. No, you really just have to, it ain't gonna process in your head until probably a while later and be dang, that video really did what it did.
Yeah.
I look at it though, I just live in the moment. I just upload it, and then I don't think none of it. I just be this probably gonna be another random video.
Yeah.
But when it do what it do, it kind of be surprising. So you really never process it until probably a while later. At the moment though, you never process it though.
Yeah.
That's how I feel.
Yeah. Have you ever been to a music concert?
No, I've been to many concerts. I went to Kendrick Lamar concert recently.
Really?
I'm supposed to go to a Chris Brown concert and be a YoungBoy concert later on this year.
Oh wow!
And I went to a Kori concert. I went to many concerts so far, but I haven't went to a Thug concert.
All right.
That's
So,
a
well,
journey.
what was the best experience that you have at a concert?
Oh, the Uzi Pinte tour concert.
Oh, I could
That
definitely see
concert
that.
was crazy. Like, you into Uzi, ain't?
Yeah, I like Uzi.
Yeah, that concert, man, bro. Like, I'm kind of like getting a little teary. I think about it right now. That's how crazy it, like, it literally was crazy. Like, the energy. Uzi went, he was late. You know, we was a little mad he was late, but nah, he went crazy. Though.
Yeah, he did went crazy. It's interesting that you mentioned the sort of the negativity aspect of sort of YouTube, because I always talk about this in my interviews. I always bring this up, that we sometimes, like, there's constructive criticism and then there's character assassination, and I feel like a lot of these people who talk about hip hop cannot differentiate between the two, right? They can't just talk about the music. They have to add stuff that's not part of the music, right?
Yeah, dude, it kind of what sells now. So it's kind of like odd. That's just really how the game goes if you think about it.
Yeah, for sure. What was your favorite album of 2024?
What y'all last year? I'd say probably my favorite album really was probably of last year. Man, what dropped last year? I'm trying to think.
I mean, GNX dropped last year.
Oh no, Chromacopia.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Chromacopia is probably one of the best party albums to end the year off last year. Cause we didn't get that many crazy drunks yet.
Yeah.
You know, so but Chromacopia for sure. Like,
I think. Do you listen to Mine?
Mine?
Yeah.
Wait, what he make again?
He makes like pop rap. He's actually did a couple joints with, I think, some guy. I swear, because he did a song with Young Thug on his 2028 album that he dropped. It was pretty good.
You said Mine?
Yeah, Mine. Yeah.
And he got that song, Caroline.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Mine. Yeah. Yeah, I miss Mine too. I don't listen on YouTube, but Limbo was like probably one of my favorite albums though.
Yeah. Me too.
145 too. That was crazy.
That was crazy too.
Yeah.
So when you like pick the artist to do the videos on, right? Because you pick an artist and you pick a year to sort of highlight, right? The one video that sort of caught my attention initially was the Soulja Boy video, which sort of shocked me because like. Because I didn't know he went that crazy during that time. I just assumed he kind of fell off.
Wait, what year? You talking about 2011?
Yeah, 2011, yeah.
Oh, yeah. That video, that was the video that took my channel off.
Yeah.
That was the video, I swear.
Yeah. Which is interesting because, like, I feel like the sort of discussion with guys like him and, like, Lil B is, like, we think about them as, like, memes. And not actually, like, listen to the music like that.
Listen to the music, yeah. You talking about, like, the story behind that video?
Yeah.
Yeah, that video, I just wanted to, like, I got a whole playlist on my page called Soulja Boy. Like, you know, I did from 07 all the way to 2012 so far. So, I just wanted to be like, I was like, man, bro, I know, I was a big Soulja Boy fan, still to this day, but at that time, I was a big Soulja Boy fan. And
yeah.
Soulja Boy, and I know people, like you just said, you just said it. You be like, how you thought Soulja Boy fell off, like, at 2010 type shit.
Yeah.
But I was like, nah, bro, like, because Soulja Boy went on a generational run after that. But people, they just want to know because he kind of went from a known rapper, he kind of went back underground in 2011. Like, that's kind of why many people don't really know. But I just wanted to shed a light on that era because it just take me back to a time. And when I did it, I felt like I brought the Soulja Boy community back, bro. like it was many like Soulja Boy old fans that haven't listened to Soulja Boy in years that was like texting me or commenting on the video that was reminiscing like crazy. Like, you know, that was a video I was like, if I ever had to say like, if I ever was trying to get a rapper attention, I think I was trying to get Soulja Boy attention with that video.
Okay.
We ain't got to get it, but you know.
Yeah, that's a great answer because it's sort of going to segue to this question I have. Who was or is the most famous person to say, man, I like your videos, I like your content?
It's many people for real, but like they probably rappers that everybody know. But I'll say, I don't know if you know the Ocean Gang era.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Ocean Gang. Cartier guy told me. Agolf posted it on his page.
Wow.
I did a video on Futuristic Atlanta.
Yeah.
There was a few like old Atlanta artists that was like popping back in the early 2010s that hit me up. That was like saying they messing with it. Young LA.
Wow.
He had texted me. Yeah, who made Ain't Either. He the one who kind of reached out. You know, look, no, it was Lil B.
Lil B?
Lil B. Yeah, Lil B texted me.
No way. Whoa.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull up right now. Lil B texted. He just like he sent the link to the video I made him and sent thumbs up.
Wow.
I went crazy. I started freaking out like crazy.
Bro, that's actually insane, bro. That's certified, man.
Yeah, when I had posted, everybody went crazy, but I was like, no, not Lil B. Like, yeah, that was a big moment for me, bro. Cause it was like, wow, like Lil B, the bass guy, like what?
Wow.
Yeah, it was Lil B. He was like probably like the most famous person to really like reach out. But
that's crazy.
Else, you know, is like famous, but they ain't Lil B famous. You know?
Yeah, man. For sure. Would you ever do a video on Lil B at some point?
I did one Lil B. I did 2010.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it like a couple months ago, but I did 2010. But I'm trying to do a whole series on him. Cause I'm trying to do all the way. You know, Lil B dropped hella music, bro. He dropped like 100-song mixtape. So, you know, yeah, that it's kind of hard to do videos on Lil B because it's so much stuff you can talk about. He dropped so much music, so you can really just collide all of them in. And shit.
Yeah. Have you ever thought about like branching out and start talking about like other genres of music, like pop or like R&B? Like I know you did Chris Brown, but like I was thinking like you can do a video on like 2015, 2016, like Bryson Tiller or something like that. That would be cool.
I think about it every day. I tried to I think the first attempt of doing something like that was when I had uploaded EDM video.
Oh, like
EDM pop music. Like that video did, it did good, but it didn't, not too many people familiar with that like music. So but yeah, I definitely think I be saying that a lot. I'm gonna do Bryson Tiller. I want to do Tory Lanez.
Okay,
like many R&B artists. But I want to do older music artists like Usher. Like I do want to branch out and go through that route. I just feel like it feels kind of weird switching up a certain style because I'm talking about hip hop so much that like if people be like, oh man, he's starting to go to like this pop aesthetic. But I do want to branch out later on this year for sure.
I thought like you could talk because I know because obviously right, Crimson Tide and all that stuff. I thought you might talk about like football players, like certain years.
I ain't that tapped in with football. As much as you would think, nah, not as much as I used to be as a kid. Yeah, but like as I got older, I kind of just grew out of football, low key. Do
you still watch sports at all, or?
I still watch it though. Like I watch basketball every day.
Okay.
No, I want to do video on like Braun and jump, but I don't know.
Yeah. You know what? I do have an idea for a video. I don't know if you ever do it. You could do something like 2020 Jimmy went crazy or something like that. Jimmy Butler.
2020 Jimmy Butler and just talk about his like stats and all that junk.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll be fun. I be thinking of stuff like that too all the time.
Yeah, for sure. Have you listened to Night Lovell?
Night Lovell. That sounds so familiar. I probably heard of, but I don't know who it is.
All right, because I was gonna ask you about like Jazz Cartier and Sean Leon. I'm assuming you haven't heard those guys.
Wait, hold on, he was with he tapped in with like Suicide Boys, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I heard of him before.
Yeah.
But I think it was like a couple years ago, like 2015 type shit.
Okay. Because that's another topic for another video that would be really cool. Because I haven't really seen anybody really talk about his music in a video essay like format, right? Mm-hmm. Right? Because you search him up, it's just music videos of his and interviews, but nobody really talking about his music, like going in the deep dive the way you do. And I think if you done it, I think you would shine a light and get people sort of back onto them type of thing.
Yeah. I might have to do it though, for sure.
Yeah. For sure. What's the future of your channel?
Honestly, just this year or just like in general.
In general.
Honestly, I just want to build this channel. Like I want this channel to just grow. Like this whole year, and I just want it to grow and just like you said, like switch it slowly. Start to switch up because I don't want to. I'm starting to like stop talking about just rappers in 1 year and starting to talk about like certain genres of music.
Yeah.
Like when I mean by genres, like okay, for example, I just did a video on Plug Era.
Yeah.
Like, that's not just talking about one single rapper. That's talking about rappers who all use them type of beats and
Yeah.
shedding light on their era. Like, I'm starting to do videos like that where I'm talking about certain just times in music instead of just doing one specific artist. But probably just really, really just build this channel up to a point where it's like where I can branch out and do other stuff than just just talking about hip hop all the time.
All right. Because I was figuring, because I was like, because I was going through your channel, I'm like, would you ever, because I was thinking, would you ever do a video on someone like a Billie Eilish or like a Lana Del Rey, like do like a single year like retrospective type of thing? Would you do something like that?
I definitely will.
Like, because what's sort of so fun about what you do is that so many ideas just spring to your mind, because sometimes on hip hop Twitter, there's just certain times where you're just looking through the timeline. It's just constant negativity about certain people, right? Like anytime Big Sean drops something, it's just a bunch of jokes. Oh, you got outshined by this person. They mentioned Kendrick Lamar. I'm like, come on, man.
Yeah. It's great how you brought up Big Sean. I'm working on a video on Big Sean right now.
Yeah.
It's crazy you brought it up. Yeah, I had talked about that in the video. I was like, bro, it's crazy how Big Sean a laughing stock now, but bro, at one point in time, bro, Big Sean was that guy. What?
Yeah, especially 2015, 2017, him and Kanye, man. Those two were every song was a hit, bro. I ain't gonna lie. All Your Fault.
Duo, bro.
Paradise. That whole album was amazing, dog.
It was full of Kanye production.
Yeah.
That dark aesthetic Kanye went to in 2015, but need to be talked about. But nobody's talking about the music that Kanye was giving away that year, bro.
Yeah, it was crazy. I mean, it's so funny because I remember because obviously there's certain artists that were loved back in the day, and now there's more of a divisive reception. I mean, because there's a snippet that came out with Travis Scott. He's promoting Jack Boys 2, right? It's on fire. I go in the comments, it's like, what is this? He sounds washed. He's mad. I'm like, what? I'm like, what?
It's the same treatment they giving Playboy Cardi right now, bro, with I Am Music.
Yeah.
They saying Cardi lost his touch because he in experimenting. He's trying to go mainstream. And
yeah.
Like we just said, what? What? What y'all talking about, bro?
Yeah. It's like certain football players, right? I mean, I remember because I don't know if you were watching football 2011, 2012, Julio Jones in college was going crazy, right? Mm-hmm. And he comes to the league and he's the best receiver in the 2010s. And next thing you know, people were saying, man, Justin Jefferson and Jamar Chase are better. I'm like, man, what are you talking about? Not to discredit those guys are amazing, but Julio's different, man. I'm a Steelers fan, and if somebody offered me Julio for AB during that time, I wouldn't even think about it. Yeah, AB can go. I drive AB to the airport. You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
Julio Jones, he was true though.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
Have you ever scrapped a video?
Many times.
Really?
It's videos that people ask me for to this day that I be laughing at reading it. I be like, bro, it's crazy. I just did a whole video on that. I did a Yeet video.
Yeah.
I scrapped it, but I'm gonna retouch on it. I feel like it's so early to talk about Yeet.
Yeah. He's
still in his prime, my opinion. So I just don't want to leave out nothing because I scrapped the Yeet video. I think I scrapped I scrapped 2 Kanye videos.
Really? What? Because what eras?
It was 07 and I did 08 Kanye, but I ain't scrapped it. I just wrote the treatments, but never touched on them again.
Okay. You mentioned the second one. Was that Yeezus era or something else?
It was 808 Heartbreaks era.
Oh, okay.
Wrote. I'm talking about fully blown wrote. They in my notes right now.
Wow.
I just haven't recorded it yet, but I'm thinking about just retouching on them. But I have recorded them, just never edited them and put them together. I scrapped the 2 Chainz video that I'm finna retouch on.
Yeah.
But it's many videos. It's video. I ain't gonna say they scrapped. They just ain't touched on as much as they need to be touched on yet.
Okay. Would you ever do a video about a certain actor, year? You talk about Will Smith.
I want to do Hugh Hefner.
Huh?
I want to do what his name is. He was the Joker.
Joaquin Phoenix or Heath Ledger or something?
Yeah, Heath Ledger. Yeah, so I want to do him because his career, he in many movies besides that movie. that never be talked. Like people don't talk about it, right?
Yeah.
His career was cut short, so
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I thought like maybe you could talk about like Philip Seymour Hoffman. I don't know.
who did it?
Huh?
I said, who that is?
He's an actor. He was a legendary actor actually. He passed away in 2014. He was like the go-to, like, if I were to make a comparison, he's kind of like, weirdly, he was kind of like Jesse Plemons, like Michael B. Jordan type of guy, but he was better. You know, he was like a go-to supporting guy. I don't know if you would ever do something like that, but that would be really cool.
That I might, but you know, I'm glad you brought it up because that's why I wanted to like slowly build this channel and make a second channel and like kind of collage all like different content on that. You know, talking about like after certain movies that didn't get like love.
Yeah.
Like that's what I said. So that's basically the future of the channel, basically.
Yeah.
Is to build this up and make a second channel and kind of do like other stuff other than
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. It's funny because we were texting on Instagram and you said like you had a job, like
yeah.
Like what do you do? Are you like working in a mall or something like that?
I work at Sam's Club.
Ooh, was that a clothing store?
Yeah, it's kind of like Walmart, but you got to have a car to get in.
Oh, like Costco then, right?
It's just like Walmart though.
Okay. So like, how does your upbringing like sort of influence the videos that you make? Because you seem like a pretty happy person, right? Compared to these other YouTubers, they seem like very negative, very, very angry, very sad.
Yeah. I think. Wait, can you ask that question again?
Like, how does your upbringing like influence the videos that you make on your channel?
Oh, you just got it's just the passion, man. Like,
yeah.
I'm like very passionate about it. Like that's what make it. That's literally what makes the videos what they is. It's like, and they be saying that to me too. They'll be like, man, you could just like, I love the passion in your voice because that way it is. Growing up, like when you fall in love with something, bro, like you. Like, it ain't really gonna be nothing that can take that away from you. Like, you're gonna be happy than the mud talking about it. Like, no matter if you be the maddest, you could be angry than the mud right now.
Yeah.
You talk about something like music, bro, like, your whole mind will, like, something you truly love, but it just, all that will go away once you talk about it.
Yeah, for sure.
That's literally how I do it. Like, when I record a video, like, anything in the world that's negative, that's bad going on right now, all that go out the window, bro, when I'm talking about, like,
that's a great,
like, anything.
That's a great mentality to have because I feel like some of my problems, even with some of my favorite content creators, is that when they make a negative video, all of that negativity comes out and it's just ugly.
Well.
It's just ugly. Like, there's this guy. Do you watch Jeremy Jahns?
Jeremy Jahns?
Yeah.
Nah, I probably know that.
He's a movie reviewer, right? He did this review on Electric Slate. I don't know if you heard of it. It's directed by the Russo brothers. Stars Chris Pratt, Millie Bobby Brown, right?
Nah, I probably never saw it.
Okay, so this movie is getting shredded, right? And Jeremy Jahns, he's just consistently like it felt like he didn't want to watch this movie, but he watched it because the commenters told him to watch it, and he wasn't even describing points of the plot. Right? And it felt very unnecessary. Right?
Yeah.
I would rather someone say that I'm not going to watch this thing because it's just not worth it than just do something. Then just do a review or on an album or a movie or whatever. Yeah. And, it's just very tiring to listen to. Right?
So he was, giving negative points the whole time?
Yeah.
I would be like, bro, what?
Yeah.
So he was mad the whole time while talking about a movie that he's supposed to be doing. Like what?
Yeah,
that right there, that's negativity.
It is, man. It's like, it's funny because, what's your favorite team?
Huh?
NBA team.
You said MI team?
Huh?
Wait, say that again.
What's your favorite NBA team?
Oh, the Golden State.
Golden State. All right. So, you must have saw Jason Tatum tearing his Achilles a couple days ago.
Yeah, I seen it. We were talking about the other day on the phone.
And I'm just seeing everybody just all of a sudden say, man, I feel so bad for him. When you guys were trashing him the whole playoffs, it's just come on, man.
It's the aim. Yes, but they on the rent right now. I don't know if you've been on TikTok, but they on the rent right now.
I know, it's crazy. It's insane. Have you ever like met someone famous in person? Like you bumped into somebody famous, you had a conversation, and how did that go?
Nah, not yet. At least not right now.
Okay. Okay. Do you ever get recognized in public?
I'll say one time.
Really?
I don't show my face in my videos, so everybody probably be like, but my Instagram is it's in my description, so I'm not hiding how I look.
Yeah.
But I think one time, but he was just like, it was somebody on the campus, that's the UA campus. He was like, I messed with your videos. Like I guess he be watching me like my links to my story.
Yeah.
Like, I literally say he seen it, but he knew my name, so
Okay.
I guess that was kind of like a couple months ago. That was like a good moment, low key.
It was for sure.
I was like, huh? I was like, no, I ain't. I can't lie, but I don't be expecting people to really watch these type of videos. I don't know if everybody, like the same type of music, So it's kind of be rare when I see somebody like, oh, snap, people like this.
It's interesting because like one thing I really appreciate from your content is like you like a broad range of things, right?
Yeah.
You listen to Future and Young Thug, and you listen to like guys like Kanye and A$AP Rocky and Travis. Like I feel like we're kind of like taste wise, I think we're kind of similar. I may not listen to like Young Thug as much as someone like you, but like I can understand why.
Well, you understand Thug like that?
It's okay. No, it's funny actually because I'll tell you a story. It's 2016, right? And this is like around Jeffrey. I think Jeffrey dropped that year, and
late 2016.
And it's funny actually. I was like playing soccer, like house league soccer, right? And I wasn't very good. I wasn't very good. Like I was kind of ass. But that one year, like I was sort of like playing like kind of like the sort of like the I don't know. I was sort of like the Patrick Beverly type. Like I was kind of like an enforcer. I wasn't really enforcing anything. Like it was weird. and then there's this Algerian guy on our team, very nice guy by the way. He played up top, and I heard this music, and I asked like, "What are you listening to?" I thought I was listening to Young Thug. I'm like, "Who's that?" Who's your rapper? I'm like, "Okay." I go home. That very day, I start trying to listen to him, and I'm like, "What is this? Like, how can what?" And then a couple years later, next thing you know, it was 2021, and there's this feature that he did on Kanye's Donda, Remote Control. I heard it. I'm like, yo. And I went back through his discography, and next thing you know, I was anticipating his albums like everyone else, right? So
you became a Thug fan over time, basically.
Yeah, basically, yeah. Same thing with Future as well. I mean, same thing, right? Mask Off happens, and next thing you know, I'm waiting for his 2022 album like crazy. Same thing.
I never liked it.
Like I would say I never liked Future. There was a point in time where like I was consistently hearing him because my friends were like playing his music like crazy. They were playing March Madness. Fuck up the commas. I heard that instrumental like a gazillion times in art class. Like,
so you didn't like Thug, but it grew on you over time.
Yeah, I think most of them grew over me. I think the one guy I liked immediately was Denzel Curry, just because of his aggression.
Yeah, Denzel Curry was hard.
Yeah,
2016 Denzel Curry, but he was different. And 2018.
Yeah, I mean, there's this song I've been listening to recently. It's called "Hate Government," and I'm like, this might be his best song. But no one's listening to that EP. It's crazy. Bro. I mean...
Wait, so let me go back to when you said Thug, like Thug. So you know how, like, the whole rap, in underground industry, kind of influenced by Thug now?
Yeah.
Like, Nine Vicious. You know Nine Vicious?
Yeah.
So how did, I don't know, I mean, this sounds like I'm kind of turning the interview on you. Let me ask you this question though. Like, how you feel when you see basically everybody inspired by Thug now?
It's like
Thug, everybody love Thug now.
It's interesting because there was a point of time where there's you must have heard of Blackie Speaks, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so he did this video.
All the time.
Yeah, he did this video about Young Thug because he mentioned him in a video about J. Cole. Someone did this meme that Young Thug's music is like chum bucky music. I'm like, and I kind of like what, and I'm just like, it's weird because if you compare it to now, if you were to say that now, everybody would jump on you. I also would say some tweet said, "Yeah, man, Doechie's better than Young Thug," and everybody just like everybody jumped her on the comments.
When they say that, bro.
Huh?
They said they just rage bait when they say that.
Yeah, and I mean, I love Doechie. I don't know about you, but like, I love her music, but like, she's not Young Thug, not yet. Like,
she ain't even on nobody level yet. She just came out.
Yeah, that's another thing too. There's a lot of like recency bias that like kind of kills me a little bit inside. I mean, because like, what was your reaction when the whole like Kendrick and Drake beef was going on at its apex? Like, how did you feel? Because I felt like you're like the fan of both in a way.
I was foaming out the mouth, bro. I wasn't on nobody's side though. But bro, I was bumping like each song because it was dropping out on the same day.
Yeah.
Kendrick had a response ready, bro. Like he was ready, so it was just like it was hard to digest.
Yeah.
It was like, bro, Drake going ham, but Kendrick going ham too, though. So it was like, bro, it was too much to go like to really be on. But bro, I was enjoying it. But that was like the first in a long time that rap actually felt like rap.
Yeah. Have you seen like the Joey Badass Ray Vaughn mini beat that's going on?
With Ab-Soul, I've been saying that.
Yeah. I'm gonna be real, bro. You know what? I have a confession to make. I used to be a massive Kendrick Lamar fan back in the day, right? Think about like 2016, 2017, right?
Yeah.
And then I don't know what happened, but like when Nipsey Hussle died, I don't know. A part of me kind of died inside.
Oh, you was a big Nipsey fan?
Yeah. Like his 2018 album, I still listen to it till this day. It's an incredible record.
It's about Victory Lap. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was like one of the most.
That was special. And something just did not feel right. Like, I was watching interviews of Kendrick Lamar back, and I'm just like, something ain't right with this dude. Like, I don't know. I can't figure it out. Like, I'm not saying he's on some, like, Diddy shit. I hope not. But, like, I don't know, man. Like, I get some bad energy with the big three now. Like, especially, like, J. Cole. Like, I can't stand that brother no more, man. I ain't gonna lie.
You don't like Cole no more?
Nah, it's like, how can I explain this? It's like, the way Cole approached the whole 2024 is some of the weirdest things I ever seen in my life. Like, he drops a mixtape, right? And he drops a diss on Kendrick Lamar, right? 7 minute freestyle. Right? And he deletes it. He just deletes it. And he apologizes on stage. And then he drops another song talking about, man, I could have beat him. I'm like, what are you talking about, man? Like, what type of shit is this? Like,
because, that man was, Cole is a hypocrite, bro. I said that so many times. He's a hypocrite, man.
It's like, man, like, you start listening to his music more, it's like what's, like, it feels like nothing's there. Like, I feel like, as much as I dislike like the big three now, at least I can say, you know what, like, Drake has the hits and yada yada yada, and Kendrick has a whole culture behind him and yada yada yada. But like, Cole is like, it feels like he's been the odd man out this whole time. Like, and low key, do you listen to Logic?
Not as much as I used to. I used to listen to the mixtapes, but
yeah,
Logic
has always been better than J. Cole. That's my take. It's just people didn't want to hear it.
Big hot take, what?
Yeah, that's my. I don't know how you feel about that, but that's how I feel. I feel like Logic is authentically himself in a way that Cole can never be for whatever reason. And also, I think Cole being signed to Rock Nation kind of sort of messed him up a little bit. You might have saw some things, and he kind of like, man, I gotta step back, and his music kind of suffered because of it, you know.
To my Cole?
Yeah, Cole. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure, definitely. Like, I'll probably say after 2018, once he was trying to beef for like Lil Pump and all them, that's kind of when Cole music. That's when people really start liking Cole as much for real. Because it was like why is she even biting into it? You remember the era when Cole was trying to like hate on the underground?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really when he put a bad taste in people's mouths with that, bro. It was like, alright, bro.
You know what it was? Like, he was trying to do something that Eminem was trying to do with, like, Kamikaze, but did it in a way that felt like it had a purpose to it. J. Cole just did it because, again, it just gave him attention, and it's like, come on, man. Like I didn't... Because here's the thing. You did a video on Lil Pump, right? Yeah. And I was, like, low-key surprised how many people were supportive of him in that comment section. Because anywhere else, you were to say stuff, and you'll be flamed. It's interesting how, again, the algorithms work and stuff, right?
Yeah. But Lil Pump, though, like, I was shocked about that, too, though, low-key. Cause I remember when I had first announced that video, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna make a Lil Pump video in the next couple of days. They were like, it was some people who was like, but he ain't got nothing to talk about, bro. Like, Lil Pump he even did that much stuff, but when I made it, I realized, like, damn, this nigga was kind of crazy.
Yeah. Why do you think musically he fell off? Like, what do you think happened, right?
Yeah.
What do you think happened to his career after 2017?
About the Pump?
Yeah, Pump, yeah.
Oh, how Pump fell off, it was like, but basically, bro, he couldn't do that stuff alone, bro.
Yeah.
Like, he couldn't do it. Like, it was cool the first year, but then it grew out of people. Oh, you know, so we in the times where social media is like, it's quick. Like, people's attention spans is quick. And
yeah.
Pump, that's what he suffered at. He suffered at just literally nobody caring about that shit, bro.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I think something similar happened to Smoke Perp in a way. Right? There was a time. Huh?
I said same thing happened to Smoke Perp.
Yeah. There was a time that I actually listened to Smoke Perp like unironically for like 6-7 months. Because he dropped his tape in 2017. I think it was super dope. It had this song with Travis Scott, went absolutely crazy.
So it was called Blue Chips or something like that?
Yeah. That's still a great song. This song
that was a fire song. That was still signed with Child.
Right.
Underrated, yeah.
That was underrated for sure. I mean, Audie still goes crazy.
Yeah, his whole that whole dance start tape still got the arts. Like,
yeah,
he just added that. It was all of it.
It was up for sure. I mean, there's this song he did with Kanye, right? And this unreleased song. I don't know if you heard it or not, but
I heard it trash. I didn't personally like it. I don't know. I just feel like at that point, like, yeah.
But he should have dropped that, dog. I think if he dropped it, he would have at least saved himself at least another year.
Yeah.
Because Kanye was like, 2018 Kanye, like, that was crazy, too. That was, like, my first actual, like, rollout I was seeing from, like, start to finish. Right? Because I always liked Kanye, like, singles and stuff, but, like, 2016 was, like, when I really got into him. Like, at the end of the year, because Live at Pablo dropped. And then 2017, again, next thing you know, my whole playlist is full of his songs. In 2018, out of nowhere, he drops, like, 5 albums in 5 weeks. Which was, again, and then the Drake Push It beat was in the background during that time.
Yeah.
It was a crazy time.
Nostalgia, looking back at it, huh?
Yeah, it is, man.
Because he started going, that was like, ended up like the first beef that Drake lost.
Yeah. I just, what do you think Drake can do to, like, restore his image? Because I feel like, as much as I dislike Drake and Kendrick and Cole, like, it feels like whatever you say against Kendrick is like you're gonna get shot down, right? You can't just have like an objective view on all of them now. You have to pick a side, which is just kind of corny. Like, come on, man.
Yeah, it's corny, bro. Like, I would never understand that. I'd never do that. Like, bro, you don't have to do that, bro. If you like an artist, just listen to the artist.
Yeah. But what do you think Drake can do to like restore his image amongst hip hop? Because like he's always gonna have hits. He's gonna have streaming numbers like crazy. But like, what do you think he can do? Or he can't do anything?
Drake, low key, like, I ain't gonna say his time running out of like, being that guy, but it kind of is a little bit. I feel like just Kendrick alone taking his spot from the beef and just, because Kendrick had mad success lately. Kendrick always been successful, but he been having mad, like, he kind of been more successful than he ever been.
Yeah.
Like, Like, he finna be that guy. Like, he basically finna be the new Drake. Like, you know how, like, you
Yeah.
feature for Drake, you automatically own.
Yeah.
That's kind of how it's finna be for Kendrick. Like, Kendrick finna be that guy that everybody can run to. He was on Kori album 3 times.
Yeah.
So, you know. So, I think Drake, low-key, all he gotta do is he just gotta drop a cohesive project, bro.
Yeah.
He just gotta get back into everybody's hearts with a cohesive project. Because Drake, to me, haven't been good since Certified Lover Boy. That was, like, the last personal project from Drake I really enjoyed. Like, besides that, it just kind of been like mediocre shit.
Yeah.
So he just got to drop a cohesive project, bro.
Yeah.
And
I think.
not trying to beef with people. You can't.
I think the real trouble with Drake is like people already assume that he's done some like horrible things. He might have not done anything, but the very fact that again the way that he approached the beef, and it felt like he didn't want to beef with Kendrick at all. I felt he gets pulled into it, and he's like, "Okay, what can I do? What can I say?" And it's like. The way, like, I felt like the whole beef felt like WWE. Like, I don't think Drake and Kendrick, like, hate each other the way that the media portrays it, in a way, right? Yeah. They may dislike each other, but I don't know, full-on hatred, I don't see it.
Oh, yeah, I think I ain't gonna say they cool outside of the scene. They definitely ain't cool, but...
Yeah.
But I don't think they hate each other, bro. I just think... And think about it, if you think... And this might be a hot take, but low-key... Drake low-key won the beef. He just didn't win the war.
Yeah.
Cause, bro, Drake, if you listen to Drake's songs, bro, Drake had a lot of stuff, like, that he could back up with. Like, he really was rapping. Kendrick was kind of, like, throwing false narrative, because it never was confirmed that, you know, Drake was a pedophile. You know,
yeah.
Even though it's evidence on the internet, but, like, it's not really confirmed. It's kind of like Kendrick was nitpicking or just throwing allegations on Drake. Drake was kind of going at, like, he really was going at Kendrick.
I feel like if Drake said something about, like, Nipsey Hussle's death being a hit by Kendrick, I think it could have had the same effect, but, like, people would have just assumed he was lying. Like, he was just running out of things to say. It's they would have been, that would have been a main narrative. They would have been like, bro, he's just saying stuff now. It felt like, you know, I think someone said this the best. There's this interview by this comedian. He was on, do you watch Club Shay Shay?
Yeah.
Okay. So, there's this guy named Ali Siddiqui, right? I don't know if you watched that or not. But it was a couple weeks ago. And he said something along the lines of, like Drake was always going to lose the beef because Kendrick, for whatever reason, just people like Kendrick more than Drake. People might listen to Drake more than Kendrick, but, like, when it comes down to it, like, because there was an interview Obama did when he was president. He said, who do you think would win the battle, right? And this interviewer showed a photo of Drake and Kendrick, and he said Kendrick. He said, I appreciate Drake, but Kendrick would win like 100 times out of 10, something like that. And it's like, what can you do, right?
What's that again?
Okay, so what I was trying to say is, like, I feel like Drake, or honestly any rapper, is going to lose a beef against Kendrick, because, like, the narrative is already against them, right?
Yeah.
Bro, Tupac could rise from the dead and diss Kendrick, and everybody would just still support Kendrick. It's the same exact thing. I don't know what he has over these people that, like, they can't, like, be objective about him, right?
Think about it though. Kendrick came out the gate with, like, big cosigns.
Yeah.
He was destined. You know, you ever seen that video of, like, Snoop Dogg, the gang, them passing him the torch?
Yeah.
Like, he just automatically had respect since day one. Like,
yeah.
So I think that just followed his whole career. People just, then you got, like, the Control verse on Big Sean album. Like, that was a big deal at the time. And, like, dissing the whole industry and shit, calling everybody out. Like, everybody just, that respect for Kendrick just stayed with him. So, like you said, even if Tupac come back from the grave, bro, they still would be on Kendrick, bro. It's just Kendrick, he just built the order. Like, he just had respect since day one that they ain't gonna never leave.
I feel like, because it kind of leads into this other conversation of, like, I feel like because Fat Joe had this take of that, he essentially said that Kendrick Lamar is better than Tupac and Snoop Dogg, right? Because he's played on the radio more than those two guys. And I'm like, what are you talking about, man? Like,
Me in a whole other bracket.
like, come on, man. Like, Snoop Dogg and Kendrick might as well be different genres of music. Like, you know?
Snoop Dogg is just, he's everywhere, bro. Snoop
Yeah.
Dogg is a brand.
I feel like that's another cool video you might do. Like, you could do a video of, like, when he was collaborating, like, Pharrell in the mid-2000s. Like, that would be another...
I want to do a video. I want to do a whole... If I do a video of Snoop, it had to be a documentary, bro.
Yeah.
Because you could talk about his Death Row days, his No Limit days,
Yeah.
Pharrell, his Snoop Lion era.
Yeah, that was funny.
When he was experimenting with auto-tune, him beefing with Soulja Boy. Like, it's so much you could talk about, bro.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Wow. What's your favorite movie in general?
In general?
Yeah.
My favorite movie in general, I'm probably going to have to say, I don't know if you ever seen this, but Get Rich or Die Trying by 50 Cent.
Really?
Yeah, that movie right there is, bro, that's like, I can watch that movie on and on and on. Like,
Wow.
That always was a movie that just,
Wow. I could definitely see that. I mean, it's weird because, like, I feel like 50 Cent's career, low key, might be the most misunderstood career of any of, like, the 2000 rappers who blew up during that time. Because people assumed that, like, he had like a 3-4 year run, right? And now he's been a TV producer for like the last 10 years. But, like, you guys have not listened to his music. You guys have not listened to his mixtapes during that time.
I was just gonna say that. I was just saying, the thing about it, if you like people like they forget that 50 Cent catalog, he got mixtapes. His mixtapes is talked about more than his albums.
Yeah, you guys not listen to
all that, bro.
You guys not listen to the Kenyon tape or whatever that name is.
But like, do y'all not know that? Like, come on, bro. War Angel, bro. It's many, bro.
Yeah.
Come on, bro. Guess who's back? Like, bro, you go on and on, bro. Like, people just don't understand.
They don't. You have to be there, dog. You have to. Because
let me ask you this.
Huh?
How you feel about like DJ hosted like tapes?
DJ hosted tapes are interesting, bro. Because
Kori just dropped I Am Music with DJ Swan Izzo. Like,
yeah, I saw that.
Songs, but everybody like, some people don't like that. Just like how Tyler dropped Call Me If You Get Lost. With
DJ Drama's
like,
all over that.
Like that for some reason.
Yeah.
I low key want to see that resurge back in music.
I would love to see like somebody like do like a mixtape, like the DJ Drama mixtape, or somebody just freestyling over a bunch of different instrumentals.
Yes, bro, we haven't seen that, and bro, since Wayne, honestly, he's still the only one who still keep that alive.
Yeah. And also, I want to talk about Wayne a little bit because, like, I swear to you, ever since Wayne was sort of talking about him being upset that he didn't get the halftime show, the amount of Wayne slander I've seen is unreal. It's unreal. Like, I'm not even a Wayne stan or Wayne scholar like some people, but like at least I could say, yo, this guy's one of the GOATs.
Wayne is a legend.
Yeah.
His ground already stood. But Wayne, you talking about like he was mad about that Super Bowl shit?
Yeah.
Yeah, that just felt like honestly, bro, Wayne, he was never gonna get it, bro. And I think people had to truly accept that. Like, even he had to accept that he was never gonna get it, bro.
Yeah.
Like, you know who over that? Jay-Z is over that shit, bro.
Yeah.
Jay-Z not finna give you that, bro.
Yeah. Yeah. It's interesting though. You mentioned. Do you listen to Jay-Z?
But come on, Wayne. Like, you had to be realistic, bro.
Do you listen to Jay-Z?
But Jay-Z is like what top 10 in my list.
Alright. I actually gonna ask you, like, what's your top 5 looking like dead or alive?
Dead or alive?
Yeah.
Just any rapper?
Any rapper.
It got to be current and old. But
yeah.
My top 5, like, currently, I'm going to have to do, like, Kori.
Okay.
I'm going to have to throw Wayne in there.
Yeah.
Because it's just, none of this going to be possible without Wayne.
Huh.
Like, I got to throw Soulja in there.
Okay.
Soulja. Got to throw Uzi.
Okay.
And the last one gets shaky, bro. Because you can say Future. You can say Thug. You can say Rock.
Yeah.
I might have to throw Thug in there, though.
Okay.
I might have to, bro. It sounds basic, but that's literally my top 5. Like,
okay. Do you think that, like, Young Thug, because he's out of jail now, I'm glad You know, he should have never been in jail to begin with. Like, the whole case was so flimsy.
Yeah, that whole case still, like, shocked me to this day that it even happened.
Yeah. Like, I remember I got the notification on my Instagram, man, Young Thug's in jail. I'm like, what?
And then, but it ain't even that, though. It was like, he got arrested, but when they said Rico, I was like, oh, yeah, he might be, he might be cooked.
Yo. Bro, but shout out to that lawyer that got him out, bro. Because, like, bro,
Yeah.
we were going to miss out on peak music, man.
But what you gonna say about Thug, though?
I'm trying to say, like, do you think that Sug can, like, sort of get to another level of music, sort of level-wise? He could be even greater out of jail than pre-jail.
I think it's over.
Really?
Yeah, I know, but I hate this. I just, but I like to be realistic, bro. Like, I say this about videos, but I ain't gonna say, when I say it's over, I ain't talking about, like, he could drop a phenomenal album, bro. I just feel like he can't, but think about it, people miss about Thug, though, like, people kind of don't understand. Thug don't talk about gangster stuff. Even his old music before he went to jail, he don't really talk about, like, that much gang violence stuff. Cause I know everybody's saying that since he can't talk about that shit, his music ain't gonna hit. But no, bro. I think his music might be different because he ain't on drugs no more.
Yeah.
So, like, that rawness, his voice might not be there for it. It might sound clear. Like, he might sound real professional now.
It's kind of like, that's why, like, there's certain, like, Travis Scott features where you could clearly tell he's on something. Like, that feature he did with, like, French Montana and Lil Durk. 5 More. That song's still amazing to me.
And that was cool. Trav, what you think of Trav currently now?
Oh.
Like, after Astro World, after
Utopia,
like, where we looking like with Trav right now?
I honestly think that Astro World, the whole Astro World debacle that happened in 2021, rest in peace to the victims, kind of killed his career in a way that, like...
I'm so glad you said that, bro. Thank you.
It killed his career in a way. Because, like, we can't have a genuine conversation about the music because that also gets brought up along with it, which is, like... I feel like...
I ain't gonna never leave it alone, but no matter what he does.
Which is weird because, like, you see other artists that have similar things happen to them, right? And we don't talk about that, right? I mean, because people forget that before Diddy got arrested, he had a whole crowd crush thing that happened in, like, the early 2000s. And that never gets brought up before the whole case started.
And that would make it weird, but they don't never touch on stuff in the beginning of time, but they want to bring up current stuff.
Yeah, it does not make any sense to me.
Yeah.
But, like, I think... Here's my humble opinion. I think that Travis Scott's whole career is underappreciated. I don't care. Like, if I were to make a top 40, 50 list of the greatest rappers, hip-hop artists ever, he's, like, top 30 for me. I don't care what anyone says. Like, currently... He's in my top 5. Now, I love Utopia. Like, that was my favorite album in 2023.
Yeah, that was a good album.
Like, there's so many great songs. Like, Hyena is insane. Circus Maximus is, like, OD. Fiend is, like, that's my song.
You went to the tour?
Huh? I wish, man. It's just timing. Like, I had the money to go, but, like, I'm, like, just... Again, I was at, like... Because, like, when the album dropped, right? I had to go to school a couple weeks after, right? For college, right? And, it's just the tour was going on. I'm, like, I can't, like... It's just... The timelines didn't, like, match up like that. But it looks absolutely insane. Like, I would love to go.
Yeah, it looked crazy.
Huh?
I said it looked crazy. He played it safe, low-key, if you think about it.
Yeah. I mean...
Like, after the Astro World, post-Astro World era, like, he played it real safe.
Yeah.
I'm glad you touched on that with, of, like, saying his career might be dead. Like, after the Astro World shit, because, bro, I wouldn't say that. I wanted to say that in one video, but I was like, nah, I don't know. I'm like, bro, Trav he had a point in his career where it's like, he's so generic now, in my opinion.
Yeah, I can see.
He had nothing in him left to experiment.
Yeah, like, it's interesting. I feel like Travis Scott's biggest problem is that the standard he set was so freakishly high.
Yeah.
Like, people don't understand, like, how good the rodeo hype and just the whole him having Justin Bieber and Kanye on the same album,
a debut album, bro.
That, like, people do not understand that, you know, right?
One of the craziest productions, bro.
Yeah, I mean, him and Mike Dean and Metro Boomin and Alan Ritter, and it's like, my goodness, like, it's like, how did somebody pull this off? I just. It makes sense that he would, like, kind of fall off after that, but, like, I still have hope that next solo album is, like,
Yes.
I hope to God that he takes a whole different approach.
And that's what he messed up at.
Huh?
He messed up coming out the gate with some crazy music.
Yeah.
Now people, like, 10 years later, people looking at, like, alright, what's next?
Yeah.
Like, he came, bro, Days for Rodeo, Birds in the Trap, bro. Even though that wasn't really praised that crazy when it first dropped, because it was right after Rodeo, so everybody kind of look at that album as a prelude, like a mixtape. But coming out the gate with some of your best music and then dropping an album like Utopia with like basically a unreleased Kanye West album.
Yeah.
With Travis Scott. Yeah, basically a Kanye West album with Travis Scott all over it. Like, it leaves people with many questions, bro. Like,
yeah, it does. It does. You're right.
That's why I said that. Like, I feel like this, and people might not agree with this, but Playboy Carti is finna turn into that, bro.
Yeah.
Playboy Carti is the biggest he ever been in his career right now. Music went #1, sold almost 500 first week.
Yeah.
Carti is on every song right now. He's starting to become a generic artist, and I feel like his music finna get more and more corporate.
Yeah. That's the thing I want to sort of talk about, because, like, it's interesting, like, because, you know, it's interesting you mentioned that, because, like, there's certain artists that, like, always kept it real, but they're often the ones that get the most amount of slander. Don't you realize that? Like, don't you?
For all, like, Cardi, all them?
Not just Cardi, like, think about, like, someone like, do you listen to Mortal Technique?
No, I don't know that.
He was a conscious rapper, right? He always kept it real. Right? He did this song called Dance with the Devil. And it's about this story, crazy story, right? Like, you can search it up on your phone, whatever, afterwards. And, like, the actual story is actually true. Now, not like he's telling from, like, a third person type of perspective, right?
Yeah.
But, like, it's an insane story. And and he did this album, I forgot the name. But he was talking about, like, the government and socialism and corporatism and capitalism and he was going insane, right? And he still goes crazy till this day. But anytime you bring him up in a top rapper conversation, it's like, who the hell is this corny dude? Like, it's just that to me is like, come on, man, like.
So he ain't respected enough.
Yeah. I mean, underground fans just, like, love him, but, like, mainstream people are kind of, like, weary. It's kind of like Hopsin in a way, kind of.
So, is he like, okay, you said he made conscious music, right?
Yeah.
Did he ever have a point in his career where he had to make, like, pop-type music?
No.
I about to say, it kind of remind me of, like, Lupe Fiasco.
Yes.
Yeah, because he, like, I don't know, Lupe.
Yeah, I love Lupe,
yeah.
like.
Yeah, Lupe is, like, he's this conscious rapper, but it's like, what's that album he had to make?
Lasers?
Hella hits. Yeah. Like, it was many mainstream artists on that song, like, album, and it was in the right direction that he wanted to go in. And that's kind of what messed his career up.
Yeah.
Because you got Food and Liquor, you got the cool artists, like, crazy, the mixtapes, some of the best music, and then Lasers is this mainstream sounding album that, that's why I thought you was going to follow up to say. I thought you was going to say he basically went a career like that.
It's interesting you mentioned Lupe, because Lupe is kind of getting a little bit in hot water for him not, like, fully embracing Kendrick like everybody else after the beef, and it's just so funny. I'm like, do you guys expect everybody to, like, worship Kendrick like you guys do? It doesn't make any sense to me, like.
Yeah, it don't, bro. Like, because people love to say that Kendrick got the career that Lupe was supposed to have, bro. Like, that's something they always say when it comes down to, and it's like, not really, though, because Lupe could have had that, bro, but Kendrick just made better music, in my opinion. Just a little bit.
it's one of those things. Like, I mean, one guy, he's friends with Obama. The other guy literally called Obama a terrorist in a concert in 2011, right? So I mean,
doing it on his own.
Yeah. Right, so it's like one of those things, right? So, so how do you feel about like the hip hop GOAT debate? Because like it feels like, it's going on even more now after last year, right?
Yeah.
So, like, how do you feel about that?
The hip hop GOAT.
Yeah.
It's so hard to pinpoint who that is right now.
Yeah.
Like, literally, like, it's because so many people, like, I don't even know who to say. I don't know. Like, who would you say?
I don't know if you heard of this person, but Gil Scott Heron. He's not a rapper.
Scott?
Huh?
You said Gil Scott?
Yeah, Gil Scott Heron, yeah.
That sounds so familiar.
Yeah. Kanye sampled him a bunch of times back in the day. Right? An actual modern rapper, I'll say Q-Tip from like Tribe Called Quest.
Yeah, Q-Tip fire.
Yeah. From like the last 20 years, I might just say Jay-Z. Like,
that's like a GOAT rapper.
Yeah, I just think he ticks off all the boxes, and just if it's not Jay, I might just say Nas. Just because I love Nas.
Yeah, Nas fire. I think probably Wayne too.
Yeah, Wayne. I would say him. I would probably say him as well. There's a bunch of people, like, I mean, a person that could have been in the conversation that really no one talks about is Capital Steez. Rest in peace.
Yeah, rest in peace, Capital Steez. Capital Steez he's like the definition of wasted potential.
Yeah.
Like, for real. Like, he would have been, like, I don't tell him his career would have went, but he definitely would have been up top, though, for sure. Like, 2 more years to the game, he would have been crazy.
I think he'd be where Kendrick is right now.
You think so?
Yeah. Which makes his depth kind of like, I don't know. I don't know if he would go fully mainstream, but like, I felt like the direction was there. It just, again, he dies, and the next thing you know, all that pressure is on Joey. He keeps it up a little bit, and the next thing you know, the pandemic happens. It kind of slowed his career down, right? To the point he had to drop another album in 2022, and then he's gonna drop an album this year. He's beefing with another guy in TD. It's like, it's a very weird career. Like, you think about it.
Cause people don't take Joey serious as a rapper no more.
Yeah.
Like, he's doing all these acting gigs. He's kind of doing one-sided beef to people.
Yeah.
Like, calling out Kendrick and all them at the time where it's like it wasn't needed. It's kind of, it just looks so one-sided, bro.
Yeah, it's one of those things, like, that's why, like, I don't really, like, that's why, like, people, it's weird, because I feel like ever since that beef, every major album release, people are, like, looking for clues, Is this person dissing Kendrick? Is he dissing Drake? Is he dissing Cole? Is he dissing, I'm like, what person listens to music like that? Like, like, this is not Treasure Hunt, bro. This is not National Treasure. Like, what is this?
That's a diverse taste, though.
Yeah. It's like
Joey, though.
It's like a game to them, which is sad. Like,
wait. So, let me ask you this.
Yeah.
So, who you think better than, like, labels wise? Dreamfield or PG Lane?
What?
Like, not PDE. Dreamfield or PG Lane?
I'm gonna say Dreamville just because of JID.
I
love Baby Keem. Like, I find it very interesting that Baby Keem was not there at the pop out. Granted, he was born in LA or something like that, but I find it very interesting. Like, his own brother was not there. Like, I find it.
He's too locked in right now, bro. He's taking too long to drop.
Yeah, man. Yeah, but that 2021 album's fire, bro. Melodic Blue, like, low key sounds ahead of his time. Like, there's that song he did called Issues. Oh my god, I love that album so much.
Is crazy, bro. Like, for him to be related to Kendrick and have his own sound and music, kind of crazy. Bro.
It is crazy.
But I don't know if people was like, maybe this might be a little tick or something I noticed, but I don't know if people noticed, but Kendrick was slowly hopping into the current style he in right now, like way back at that time though. But maybe I don't know if people picked up on it yet though.
Yeah, I actually did pick up on it. It's interesting. Like, it's interesting, right?
Like I remember when they dropped the Hillbillies and everybody was so like, I guess that was everybody's first time seeing Kendrick in like a happy, like light. But I was like, but I feel like his next project gonna be like very like comedy related, and it was GNX was like. It was hella moments on that album that it felt like a comedy release.
Yeah. Yeah, it was interesting.
You know? Just something I picked up on that I just noticed.
Yeah. You know what? It's interesting because, like, do you think, like, because think about, like, how do you feel about the whole, like, ghostwriting debate that's been going on in hip-hop since, like, the dawn of time? How do you feel about that?
Like, just ghostwriting in general? Or
yeah,
like,
just in general.
To be honest, it's like, I see no problem with it, but I feel like it kind of reminds me, it just take it back to when Drake first got exposed for, like, having a ghostwriter. Like,
yeah.
Because Drake, you know, at that point, everybody respected Drake for rapping. Like, you know, he was the rap guru. So when he got exposed, it was a big deal. But then you got to look at people like Kanye. Kanye's whole career kind of was ghostwritten. Besides, like, College Dropout, besides that, everything out of that, but people helped Kanye with 1,000 songs. I would look at it, it ain't really a big deal unless it's somebody like J. Cole or something. Like, if J. Cole was to get called out for ghostwriting, like, having a ghostwriter, then it'll be like, okay, because after all the years, we thought Cole was spinning these rhymes, like, going hand like that.
Yeah.
So it really depends on, like, who the artist is, in my opinion.
But do you think it's kind of like a sort of a double standard? Like, people are sort of, like, picking and choosing?
Yeah, it's a pick and choose situation. Because, like, you know, it's many artists who has ghostwriters. Like, some people whole careers, Baby King's whole startup career was ghostwritten.
Yeah.
And people don't, they talk about it, they don't talk about it as much. Like, just how, like, when Drake came out, you know, just like I said, it always just correlates back to Drake, bro.
Yeah.
Like, when Drake got exposed, it was a big deal when Drake got exposed. Like, when Meek Mill came out and exposed all that, like, it was a big deal.
Yeah, for sure. Like, how do you feel about Meek Mill right now? Like, do you think
Mill right now is probably in the worst state of his career, bro.
It's crazy.
Like, especially if you think about what Meek Mill put out in the last, like, couple years. Like, Championships was, like, golden album.
That was his best album.
That was his best album, bro. Like, besides Dreams Nightmares, that was, like, one of Meek Mill's best albums.
Yeah. The aura that he had was, like, insane. He beats the case. He has Jay-Z and Rick Ross on the song. Him and Drake are back. It's like, what's going on here? Like,
it was one of the best rollouts that we can, like, bro, it was a big deal.
It was,
man.
Man.
He lost it. He trying to sound too much like Lil Baby now, bro, so he lost it.
Yeah. Speaking of Lil Baby, do you like Lil Baby's music? Like,
yeah, I love Lil Baby.
Alright.
I ain't go crazy over his new album, but I love Lil Baby music, though.
How do you feel when people sort of, like, say, like, you know, he's falling off or he was never that good? Like, how do you feel when people say that?
It's delusional.
Yeah.
It's delusional. It's kind of like, you know how everybody, like, it's a trend to hate on Rod Wave?
Yeah.
It's kind of like that, bro. Like, everybody and their mamas loved Rod Wave when he first came out, bro,
yeah.
back in 2019. So it's like, not everybody saying Rod Wave trash, ass. It's like the same thing with Lil Baby. Like, y'all, just not too long ago, everybody in COVID was bumping Lil Baby My Turn out.
Yeah, I remember
everybody.
That.
I had that was my high school album. Like, I had the album on repeat. So now, like, what, a year or two, what album he had dropped after that? It was like, It's Only Me.
Yeah.
That album was considered trash. But I think Lil Baby did it to himself, though. Because My Turn was such a good album, it was like...
Yeah. And also, people thought that he was going to be, like, the next, like, Drake. That was never going to happen.
Yeah, they was comparing him to Lil Wayne.
Yeah.
They said he was the next Wayne. I was like, y'all pushing it.
Yeah.
Now, he's good, but he ain't, they was comparing to, but he had too much, like, anticipation after he dropped the album, bro.
Yeah.
And he didn't really fall back on it and do well with it, so.
Yeah.
He got to do it to himself, bro. Like, yeah, and people just saying his music sound the same, bro.
Yeah, I mean, my take on it was, like, I was never big on Baby, but, like, at least I could admit that, like, there were, like, certain moments he went crazy. And there was he did this feature with Jack Harlow with, like, Man in My City. I don't even remember that, but that song was fire. And there's another feature he did with Schoolboy Q, like, Water.
Yes, but it's like, Like, Lil Baby's a good feature artist. It's like,
yeah, he is.
People just don't take his original music, like, by himself serious. No more, for real.
It's similar to, like, Rich the Kid. Like, man, Rich the Kid was going crazy in 2017, 2016.
Yeah, 2016, 2017, 18?
Yeah.
Bro, Rich the Kid was like a three-peat.
Yeah.
And then he lost it. Out of nowhere, he lost it.
Yeah, it's... Hearing him on Carnival was so weird. I'm like, that's Rich the Kid? Like...
It wasn't that weird, though. It was a Rich the Kid song, so it was like... It kind of went perfect.
Yeah.
But it was random, though. I feel like he didn't really take full momentum of that, though.
Yeah.
Like, that was a big song. That song went number one. But he dropped the album, but he didn't... Just nobody cared, basically.
Yeah. I think people are too, like, caught up in their own echo chambers. Like, because people's first impressions are often their last impressions, right? They don't go in there and reevaluate what they actually felt, so their opinions will never change.
Then we gotta realize we live in an era where it's like everything's so quick.
Yeah.
So it's like, people don't even give music time to digest it.
Yeah. That's why, like, I never believe, like, certain albums are going to be classics anymore. Because, like, one day it's a classic, then the next day it's, like, an abomination. Like, that's not healthy discourse, like, at all.
Yeah, it's not. Like, hey, I agree with that take. Like, you just made me think of something. That's a valid take you just said. Like, you can't really dictate something a classic no more. Because people be so quick to be like, oh, new album, this is a classic. Like, when Thug get ready to drop his album, I bet you the whole internet is gonna say it's a classic. Then about 2 months or a month later, everybody gonna be saying, "Oh no, like, man, this album. Looking back at it, this album was trash. This album was it didn't hit like Jeffrey. Like, it ain't gonna compare it to something."
Yeah. So who do you think is the greatest trap artist ever?
Gucci Mane.
Future, okay.
No question.
All right. Okay, because I thought you might say Thug, because like.
No. Future, Thug, all of them, but I feel like people leave Gucci Mane out of the conversation a little.
Oh, yeah. People forget. Him and T.I. T.I. as well.
Yeah, him and T.I.
Yeah. There's this song T.I. did with Pharrell. It's called Amazing. I'm like, yo, this is actually, like, crazy. It's like 5 minutes. They're going back and forth. And it's like, man, people forget how good T.I. is, man. Like, T.I. was that dude for, like, most of, like, the 2000s. Guy, like, 02 to like 2013, like that dude was like, you couldn't touch him. Like,
that's crazy. You just said that. I was literally talking about that this morning. I was like, bro, T.I. had a crazy run from 2000 to 2014, bro. Like, even though he had dropped that Paperwork album,
yeah,
that was like the last album I think he had like dominating hits on. But after that, it was just like, alright, like.
I felt like when he co-signed Iggy Azalea, that's when things kind of like, come on.
Yeah, man. It put a bad taste in people's mouth about it. Like, cause he had signed Iggy.
Yeah, he signed Iggy. I mean, this brother was finding. He like, I mean, we don't talk about the fact he found Travis Scott and 2 Chainz. We don't talk about that.
Yeah, they don't talk about that enough, bro.
Like,
Chainz, Trav, Iggy Azalea.
Do you listen to Iggy? Do you ever like that?
I like that like at one point in time. Like basically when all her songs on the radio, that was it. Like I didn't really just go crazy over her album, man.
It feels weird now because like she's not like an OnlyFans person. It's like
it's insane, bro. And then just being Kori baby mama is like it's insane.
It's interesting.
I'm glad you brought that up with T.I. though. Like I didn't know you listen to T.I. like that.
I love T.I. Like I always liked them.
He's the dude. You ever heard of the leak mixtape?
I may have heard of it. Yeah.
You probably heard it. Yeah, it's from 06, but you probably heard it though.
Yeah.
Crazy. T.I. was I gotta do a video on Tilt for sure.
Yeah.
That's somebody who I feel like I need that. I'd be tempted to do, but I'll probably be forgetting to do it. I be talking about trap music so much in videos, but how am I talking about the main guy?
Yeah, no, it's crazy. Another guy people don't mention is Trinidad James.
Oh, Trinidad James with that guy.
2012, all gold everything.
Yes, but females welcome.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah.
Designer 2016, like
Designer,
that.
He had potential, but I couldn't see him lasting no longer than 2017. Like I truly can't.
I go to my grave saying him signing the good music killed his career. Like, Like, if he signed to, like, Future, that would have been insane. Like,
I can agree on that. Because Kanye only used them for that, the Panda remix.
yeah.
After that drop, he had that Timmy Turner song.
Yeah, that song's fire.
That was it. People was just like, alright, that's it.
I feel like that mixtape is actually underrated. Like, there's certain songs, like The Day featuring Mikado, whatever his name is. That song with him and Pusha T, Panda, obviously, Timmy Turner.
Yeah.
The outro was insane. Supposedly Travis Scott was supposed to be on the album, which would have been insane as well, but...
Tell me that New English?
Yeah, New English, yeah.
Yeah, that was yeah, Trav was supposed to be on that. He was supposed to be on that, if I'm not mistaken. I think it was a leaked song.
Yes.
I'm glad you brought that up. The designer was that. What you think of, let me ask you this. So what do you think, like, you know how to take off that die, right?
Yeah.
So what do you think, like, Quavo and Offset could really do? Like, because, Quavo in his career, like, by himself to me, it's a little shaky.
Yeah, it is.
It's
I mean, Migos, like, again, people don't understand, like, the impact Migos has had. Like, they changed everything. Everything. Like, I'll never forget this, bro. It's 2017, right? And the song, a T-shirt, is going crazy on the charts, right? You hear it on the radio every, like, 3-4 songs. I'm in Canada, and I'm hearing their songs on the radio. And then which never happens, right? Like, there'll be, like, playlists for, like, Bad and Bougie, T-shirt, that song with Travis Scott, Kelly's Prize, for some reason being played up here was interesting.
That whole Culture album.
Culture, yeah.
And people forget that I think people they say that they debut album, but they had a whole debut album before that.
Yeah.
That people kind of forget.
Like, I mean, One Time, and that song's fire. 2015, like... Yeah. Moses, him, them, Chris Brown, French, I mean, again, another banger.
But they forget it, but they don't know, bro.
Right. Culture 2 is low-key. Culture 2 is underrated as well, I mean.
Yeah, people trash Culture 2 because it was too long, but, bro, that album really was fire, bro.
It was like BBO with 21 Savage, Kanye, DJ Durrell producing. I'm like, that's crazy.
Bro, Narcos,
Narcos,
crazy.
Stir Fry. There's this, like, I don't know if you, but like I think Ape Shit was supposed to be on Culture 2.
Wait, what song?
Because Beyonce and Jay-Z dropped an album together in 2018.
Oh yeah, that song was supposed to be on there.
Yeah, their version is better than that version any day of the week. Like, that was their song, right? So, wow. I mean, even their third album wasn't that bad, actually. I like.
It was cool. Like, it wasn't. It just didn't have replay value.
It didn't. Straight In was fire.
That's the only thing.
That song with NBA Youngboy was fire. Need It?
What is the song called? Marty Day on there?
Yeah, I think so.
That song was fire.
I like the Mahomes song. That was fun.
You like that song?
I liked it. I like the beat. I don't like... The performances were kind of I feel like Quavo was messed up when he started trying to do his own shit, and it's like, bro, you're best when you're part of a group, when you're on a feature. Him by himself is like, I don't know, man.
So you saying Quavo is a feature artist, basically?
Yeah.
I personally, and I don't know if people might agree on this, but I personally think Offset is a better solo artist than Quavo.
There's no question about that. There's no debate.
Yeah. Offset is like, he could hold his own with a song. Probably not a whole album, but like a song.
Yeah, like, remember that song they did? Like, it was called Fruit Loops? It had Murder Beats?
That was fire.
Yeah, it was fire. Like, my brother was listening to that, like, back in the day. Funny enough, my brother introduced me to a lot of these guys. Like, there was a time he used to listen to, like, Lil Uzi Vert, like, when 2016. And I'm like, what are you listening to? And the next thing you know, I'm listening to I'm like, hey, it's not that bad. Like, I mean, do you think Uzi's career is, like, cooked? Or, I mean, it's not looking good. Like,
talking about Uzi current career?
Yeah.
Oh, boy, I'm glad you brought this up. Uzi current career. This is what I say. Something Uzi could do to fix his career, he just gotta stop picking ass songs, bro.
Yeah.
That's all.
Yo.
The thing about Uzi, bro, it's a new song for Uzi that leaks every day.
Yeah.
And it be like current songs, like songs that just can't, like he made last year, this song this year. And they be some of the best music you gonna hear from Uzi. But it's like when he drop an album, it's like he don't know how to pick songs no more.
Yeah.
Like he puts on his trashy songs on the album. And
it just doesn't make any sense. I mean, I always been the believer, like, when Uzi's not rapping with autotune, I think he's one of the best, like, rappers in the game.
That's some of the best music you're gonna get.
Yeah. I mean, like, that feature he had, he did this feature with Pusha T called Scrape It Off, and he goes absolutely bonkers
Spazzing on it.
Right?
Auto-tune, just Uzi.
Yeah. And there's this other feature they did with Juggernaut. That was the best verse on that whole track. Like, with Tyler and Pharrell.
But when Uzi get to his rapping bag like that, bro, you can't stop him, bro.
Yeah, I mean, when he's in those pockets, it's like, why couldn't you just not make a whole record like this? Like,
think about it. I just don't think. I ain't got nothing to do with the label. I just can't see Uzi dropping an album full of rapping.
Yeah.
But he did say he gonna drop a mixtape or something this summer though, so that could be his redemption. But if that don't hit, it might be over for Uzi.
Bro, I feel like the Uzi, I feel like every time Uzi's like gonna drop an album, it's like the Cowboys. It's like every year is gonna be different. Like, no, it's gonna be the same. Some good, some bad, some mid. It's gonna end up like Like, that's my take on it. Like
yeah, that's a crazy, and I feel like that's not a good sign to have. Like, especially when you Uzi, like, you should have, like, we should already be like, yeah, this might have some filler on it. It shouldn't be that. It should be like, okay, for example, like 2016.
Yeah.
But Uzi went on a 4-3-peat run, like, dropping, like, some of the best music Uzi made, best mixtapes, Lose the Rest of the World, The Perfect Love Tape, Love is Rage 2.
Yeah.
One of the best albums. The original Eternal Tape would have been top 10 Uzi. If it would never leaked or nothing like that.
Yeah.
I just think Uzi, the one thing Uzi suffers from nowadays is, like, song selections too, but Uzi don't know what he want to do.
Yeah.
And I'm going to explain it to you. Like, you remember when Pink Tape dropped?
Yeah.
Yeah, when Pink Tape had dropped, literally not even like a month later, like probably 2 weeks later, he promoted it, barely promoted it though. And he moved on. He moved on for Air was quick. He went on to doing that Barter 16 stuff.
Yeah.
Like trying to look like Thug, trying to just act like Thug at a time.
Yeah, you know.
Like, yeah, you remember that?
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah. I mean, there's a song, but here's the thing about the Pink Tape, right? There are certain songs that he did on it, right? It's called, you remember that song he did with Travis Scott called A?
Yeah, that was fire.
Why could he just do a whole album like that?
He couldn't think about it, but he could have. That what kills me, cause it's like, bro, like, Pink Tape wasn't meant to be a rock album. He could have just made this like a full-blown rage album.
Yeah.
Or the perfect thing he could have really did, I feel like he should have did like the first half of the album, like the first 10 songs, strictly rage.
Yeah.
Like, just like A, like, have that energy. And then when it get to track 11 to the rest of the album, just have it be calm. He kind of did it, but he didn't really do it.
I feel like Uzi and Pharrell, I think an album between those two would be crazy. Because I think Pharrell understands, like, the capability of every artist that he works for better than any producer, like, ever. Like, he's the greatest producer of all time. I don't care what anyone says, like.
Yeah, Uzi, Pharrell definitely, like, he's the GOAT, bro.
Yeah.
You ever heard In My Mind for Pharrell?
Yes.
That's, like, one of my favorite, like, top 10 albums ever, bro. Like,
yeah. I mean, Front.
If you look at my profile pic on YouTube, that's literally where my profile pic comes from.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, I love that album, but so Pharrell, you definitely said it right. Pharrell know how to, like, I don't know how he do it, but he know how to pick. That's how Tyler the Creator, like, love Pharrell so much.
Yeah. I mean, it's interesting you mentioned about moving on eras too much. Do you listen to Miley Cyrus at any point, or?
I listened to her, what's the album she dropped back in 2013?
Bangers.
Banger. That's probably some of the best music I think Miley Cyrus put together.
Bro. Dude, I had a Miley Cyrus phase, like, a couple of years ago, bro. I went through that album, I'm like, you telling me she couldn't do, like, a Carter series with this shit? Like, I'm like...
She could have went, bro, with that, bro. Mike Will on the production, bro.
It was nuts.
She went crazy.
Bro, it was nuts. It was like...
It was a big deal, too, because, like, it was a crazy transposition, bro.
It was that resetted everything. Like, I don't care what anyone says. That resetted
Yeah,
it.
she had, I ain't never seen that album live up to its name.
Yeah.
She actually had bangers on that bitch.
Yeah, she did. Would you ever do a video on her like that?
But I wrote it in my notes. It's in my notes right now. It's called 2013 Miley Cyrus.
Yes.
But if I do that video, I was gonna do it like a just little quick little mini video, like just like a little 5-minute video. I was just gonna talk about just going through just that whole era. She was twerking on stage, just her beef with Nicki Minaj.
That was fun.
The whole album. Like, she went through a whole... You know that song 23?
Oh, yeah, that song.
Yeah, I'm gonna do a video on her, like, definitely. Probably, most likely this summer.
Yes.
Because like, I was like, bro, that era was insane, bro. And I remember, like, bro, this can't be Hannah Montana. Like,
yo, bro, it's so funny. I was gonna ask you, because you did this video where you, like, did this, like, smash and pass video, like, a couple years, like, 4 or 5 years ago, before you, like, transitioned.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
I'm gonna ask you, who's your like celebrity crush, like when you were growing up versus now or whatever?
It was celebrity crush. Think about it, my celebrity crush, they been like female rappers and nothing like that. They like genuinely movie actresses. Like growing up, it was who was the main? You might look at me a little weird.
What?
But just hear me out.
What?
I say Sandra Bullock, bro.
Oh, yo. I actually do that. Yo, she was her in Blindside was crazy.
Yeah, you know, ball.
Yeah, bro.
Bro, that blonde, bro. Come on, bro.
That was
she was first in that movie, bro.
That was crazy.
And I always said to people, I said, but that's a hit me out, bro.
Yeah, no.
Even the movies for the 90s, though, she was, bro.
Yeah, she was
young. Yeah, she was perfect.
Low key, you should do a video on her. Like, man, people forget how good she was, man. Like, 90s, Sandra, bro, her and Speed, I mean, different level, man.
She was prime, but I say another one is probably 2000s Kim Kardashian.
That's an interesting. You know what? That's an interesting one. Because I feel like a lot of the hate that the lot of the Kardashian hate is like none of them really talk about like the bad things they've done. Like everybody just hates them because they're like the Kardashians. They're famous for nothing. I'm like, I don't know, man. I don't know about that. Like, but she was pretty though back in the day. I don't know about that.
Yes, bro. Like I ain't even gonna say pre Kanye. Just like literally, she was just pressure back in the day.
Yeah, no, it's crazy. It's crazy. That's interesting. Wow, that's surprising.
Yeah, that's Sandra Bullock.
that kind of shocked me. Like,
bro, I'm telling you, I say this to it. I even say it to the bros. I be like, bro, hear me out. There, I feel like nobody want to agree.
Yeah,
it's Sandra Bullock, bro. Like nobody want to say that. Like that's a hear me out.
Yo, me, I have so many, dog. Like,
how about who you got?
I love Haley Steinfeld. Like,
Haley Steinfeld. That sounds so familiar.
Her and Sinners. You watched that movie?
Oh yeah. Haley,
bro, that was on some other shit, bro.
That's what hear you out?
Not my Hear Me Out is actually two people. My Hear Me Out is there's this actress, Sophia Lillis. You remember it? She was in that movie.
Sophia,
right.
Sophia Lewis.
Lillis. I can't pronounce her last name. Another one. Okay, I'm gonna sound so insane. Bella Ramsey. Right?
Bella Ramsey?
Yeah, I don't know why.
That's actually valid though.
Yeah. I just her personality is like super like positive and like that's sort of like, you know, that kind of overpowers it. Another one's Millie Bobby Brown. That's another one. Huh?
You said Millie Bobby Brown.
Yeah.
Nah, that's valid. That's valid.
Yeah. Bro, her Instagram, bro, I tell you this right now. That's another video you might want to do. If she ever goes on a run, like, I mean, that's another one. Another one, it's a little bit more obvious.
I don't know. I said, no, I got, she's not really a hit me out, but Sydney Sweeney, though.
Huh?
Sydney Sweeney.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she ain't really hit me out though. That's
like everyone likes her, right?
Yeah, she's
Yeah. Another one's Emma Corrin. Remember her in Deadpool, Wolverine?
Oh yeah, she was the main. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's valid.
Yeah, it is valid for sure. Something about like non-binary people just gets me going. I don't know what, like.
But that's valid though.
Yeah, it is though. It is. Another one, Billie Eilish. Ooh.
Yeah, everybody. I think everybody like that though.
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody go for Billie Eilish.
Yeah. Another one, Lana Del Rey. Bro, her in 2016, 17 was something different.
I feel like I know who that is.
Yeah, she was on the Weekend album. Hurry Up Tomorrow. She was on The Abyss. That was fire.
Hurry Up Tomorrow.
Yeah.
That was a cool album.
That was a cool album. Another one. Wow. There's this artist named Ray. She's from like the UK. Right? She's an R&B artist. She's blowing up recently. She did like, she was in the Oscars. She did like this, it was her and Doja Cat and someone else. They did like this Bond rendition. It was super cool. Another one. Kalani.
Kalani, that's crazy hit me out. That ain't even hit me out. That's just pressure.
That's pressure. I got.
That's pressure. Yeah.
I'm gonna say Miley Cyrus, kinda.
Prime Miley Cyrus.
Yeah.
Even nowadays though.
Yeah. 2013 Miley, that was like Madden 99 rated. Like that short hair, like I never seen short hair look good on a person like that in my life. Yeah.
She pressure.
Anne Hathaway. Yeah.
Anne Hathaway.
Yeah. My last one, it's so interesting. My last one is, it's tough. Emilia Clarke from Game of Thrones.
Familiar cards.
Yeah, she was Daenerys. Game of Thrones. I know you watched that.
I've never watched that.
Alright. Do you have any like cartoon crushes, like back in the day or now?
Who's on the top, man? Hold on. I'd probably say, damn. I'd say Danny Phantom Mama.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Danny Phantom Mama, probably, dang, it's hella. But I can't think. Lois Griffin on the low.
Huh?
I said Lois Griffin on the low.
Oh, Lois Griffin. That's an interesting
What
one.
about you?
That's an interesting one. Hey, another one, like, for me, like, it has to be Raven. Like, Teen Titans,
Raven
like,
what?
huh?
Raven, yeah, she was like golfed too with it.
Oh, I love, like, y'all gonna call me crazy. I love, like, sort of the witch aesthetic, the gothic, like, hooded, full on, like, it's, I don't know why that gets me going. I'll tell you a little story. So, this is like when, I think it was when I first got into Humber, right? And usually, the way the schedule is set out, that there's these periods where there's class and there's time between class. The time between this class and the last class, I think it was Tuesday, it was like 3 hours, right? So I had a bunch of time, right? I had no work, just started, right? I had my headphones. You need to have headphones during radio, right? Classes, right?
Mm.
So there's a computer lab nearby one of the classes. And I don't know what, for some reason, I go on Pinterest, right? I'm listening to like Kanye or whatever. And I start looking at Raven, Comic Raven, and it clicked. Like, okay, clicked. Because usually when I listen to music, I don't picture things. But then I start picturing everything, and it's just kind of like a eureka moment, like...
He's at a eureka moment.
Yeah. Did you watch Tron Legacy?
He said, wait, say that again?
Tron Legacy.
Dude, that sounds familiar, but I probably can't pick up on it.
Like Jeff Bridges was in it. Olivia Wilde was in it. I don't know if you know those people. The guy who did Top Gun Maverick, the guy who directed that movie. That was his debut movie.
That sounds familiar, but it ain't ringing a bell though.
Alright. Have you watched the Superman movie?
Superman?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Okay. Alright. So, who's your favorite TV show?
Favorite TV show?
Yeah.
I'm like,
Any.
The Boondocks.
Oh, Boondocks is funny as hell.
Funny, bro. Top 10 show, like I'm just talking about show, but if I had to say show though, everybody hate Chris too.
Yeah.
I don't know if you ever seen that, but
I love Everybody Hates Chris, bro.
Yeah,
Terry Crews is... That's my guy right there, man.
You want to talk about funny, but nah, that's... Bro.
You must know that episode where, like, I'll be there.
Yeah, but he kept falling on the drink.
That was crazy, bro. That was crazy.
He said, I'll be there, bro. Even in your dreams. I'll be there.
Like, how can I say this? Have you watched Stranger Things?
I used to watch it, but I stopped, like, season 3, I think.
Why?
Like, I don't know. I got lazy.
Yeah.
Just stopped watching it for some reason. Like, that's...
Who was your favorite character while watching it?
Probably, what's the black dude name?
Yeah, that got voted.
I haven't watched that show in so long, bro, so I probably forgot.
Yeah. I've been watching that show recently, bro. That show is aging like wine. Like, I know season 5 is going to drop later on this year. I'm going to be there. I'm going to be seeing for that. There's actually some episodes that might be, like, be shown in theaters. And I live by near a theater, like 15 minutes away. So I might just just walk it. You know how it is, right?
Talk about, yeah.
Yeah. So my question is like, what's your like ultimate goal? Because you mentioned you're in animation, right? And like, do you want to animate movies in the future and have this channel as like a side thing, or like you want to combine the two, or?
I want to be able to like, if this channel really take off to be like, you know, what I want it to be.
Yeah.
I want to be able to like start doing like, I don't even say like, I want to be on some RDC. Like, my influence for RDC world is still strong.
Yeah.
Outside of the music, it's still strong. Like, I want to be able to put together like,
yeah,
I always watch the show by Vince Staples.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he got like a TV show.
Yeah.
And like, okay, Childish Gambino's show Atlanta.
Atlanta, yeah.
Yeah, I want to be able to make like short sketches like that.
Oh, okay, I could definitely.
Like you can say skits, but I want to be behind the camera. I don't want to be in them.
Oh, okay, that's a good
one. I want to, but I want to be with professional cameras. So I want that to be the future of just my life in general. But just talking about like right now though, I said that's just an early idea.
Yeah, that's a great answer. That's a great answer. I mean, there's some people that I talk to and they haven't really it's not me taking shots. They haven't really had everything sort of set because their schedules are so busy. I like that you have like a clear vision.
It's so much stuff you can't really think of. Like,
yeah.
No, if you know what you want to do with your life, you kind of already got to set out.
Yeah, for sure. Who's your favorite actor?
I don't really have one.
Really?
Yeah, a Pacific actor, but I can't really just. Cause I like them. I like a lot. If I had to say like top 5,
yeah,
I would say Michael B. Jordan.
Okay.
What his name is? You probably know who this is. Clifton Powers.
Okay.
What's the man? Adam Sanders.
Oh wow.
Like, any movie with him is just it's a classic automatically.
Yeah.
You ain't gonna get a bad movie for Adam Sanders.
Yeah.
Who else? 50 Cent.
Okay.
50 Cent.
Okay.
I know 50 Cent now, but he turned into an actor after a while, but he really good with it though.
Yeah.
Who yours is?
Okay, so like this is like me like unranked, like just in no order, right? Denzel Washington,
Denzel, I ain't throw Denzel in there.
Samuel L. Jackson,
Yeah, that's goated.
Leonardo DiCaprio,
Goated.
Al Pacino, like
Goated.
and 5. I'm gonna say Sam Rockwell.
Wait, who?
Sam Rockwell. He was like the side villain in Iron Man 2. Yeah.
I thought, who was that?
Who's your favorite actress?
Favorite actress?
Yeah.
Who's my favorite actress? Damn, I don't have one of those either.
Okay.
Who yours is?
Okay, so me, no order, right? Haley Steinfeld, Florence Pugh, Meryl Streep, Anya Taylor-Joy, and it's the guy it's like this fifth one's tied between like 4 or 5 people. Like one of them's Millie Bobby Brown, another one's Jenna Ortega, another one is obviously Nicole Kidman, and Viola Davis.
He's Viola Davis.
Yeah.
Who was that?
Huh?
I said, who was that?
You don't know who Viola Davis is? She was in she was like the Nick Fury of like Suicide Squad, the first 2 movies.
Oh, she ain't that.
Yeah.
It's not for me.
Alright. Okay. You mentioned that you listen to like R&B, right?
Mm-hmm.
So do you like? What's your top 5 R&B artists? Like dead and live.
R. Kelly.
Okay. Wow.
R. Kelly.
Yeah.
R. Kelly. And Kels.
Yes,
It gotta, but it gotta be, bro. That's.
Yeah, R. Kelly was. There was a time that I used to listen to R. Kelly a lot. Granted, I was only listening to like his song on Space Jam. That song is still fire.
He's like one of the best R&B artists, I think.
Yeah.
Ever.
Would you ever do a video on him? I know, like.
I want to do a whole like documentary on him. When I say documentary, I'm talking about like a 2-hour video on him.
Wow.
Yeah, I love R. Kelly music.
All right.
I always have. I feel like even if he locked up for, I don't really support the crimes.
Of course not, right?
You can't deny great music, man.
Yeah.
I say that, like, you got to separate the art from the music.
Yeah, it's like I feel like a lot of like. That's why I got like because are you on Reddit at all or?
Oh yeah, I've been on Reddit every day.
Really?
I'm checking it right now. I'm trying to see what updates for this biopic.
All right. So do you like post or?
I just like kind of like read like I'm in like Michael Jackson, NBA YoungBoy, Lil Wayne Reddits.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like mad random.
All right. Speaking of Michael Jackson, do you think Michael Jackson's like the king of pop or?
He's the king of pop.
Okay. I was just checking. Do you think anybody could like be in the same weight class as him in terms of just impact and discography and musicality, or is that impossible?
The thing about it is, it's impossible, but it's not.
Yeah.
I feel like if you separate like the criminal charges aside, Chris Brown, man.
Yeah.
Chris Brown, like, and I know people like to say The Weeknd. The Weeknd is cool, man. The Weeknd got a good voice, but Chris Brown got the dancing. He has the voice.
Yeah.
He's the only person I would prefer to always do a Michael Jackson tribute. No matter what the situation is. Chris Brown could have 7 murders on his back right now. And I would still be like, yeah, we need Chris Brown to do that, yeah. Because Chris Brown, it's like you can't, but Chris Brown's, you have to, I'm telling you, like I just said about R. Kelly, you got to separate the art from the artist, bro.
Yeah, I feel like there's too many like sort of like moral sort of kind of grandstanding going on. I'm like, look, I get it, but like it's kind of like it's kind of like what happened with like because remember when like Kobe Bryant was caught up with a whole case in Colorado, right?
Yeah.
And and everybody was like on his neck, right? He had to go on like 3-4 like crazy runs for people to forget about that. It's like, I mean, he was still a great player, right? It's just like it was a different type of thing, right?
You got to separate it.
Yeah, I mean, it's just one of those things, right? Now hear me out. Now there's this one artist, right, that I think could. There's two artists I think could do it. One artist I think is on her way to. Another artist just started out. I think Beyonce, if her next album is her best album potentially, because it's like supposed to be like a rock album, right?
Yeah.
I think that might be a debate. Like, again, Beyonce has the hits. She got the discography. She can dance. She can do a lot of things. She may not be she doesn't have a better voice than Michael. No one does. But that's not really like, what we're really judging here, right? In sort of in a vacuum.
The success, the music.
Yeah. Another one I think could happen. I think this might be a crazy take, right? Because who do you think is going to host the Super Bowl halftime show next year?
I personally think, I don't even know. I don't think it's going to be a rapper, though.
Right. It's in San Francisco, right? Levi Stadium.
Yeah, it might be a singer or somebody.
I think Billie Eilish will host the halftime show.
Yeah, she might be them next, yeah.
If she hosts a halftime show, right? I think she will do a phenomenal job with it. Like she always does live, right? I think from like 2017 to now will be the best 8-year star in a pop career since Michael Jackson.
You think so?
Yeah, because she has the awards, she has the hits, she has critical acclaim, she has the admiration from everybody. Dave Grohl, Kendrick, everybody loves Billie, bro. Even public-wise, she's probably one of the more liked artists, which is rare in an era where there's so many haters, right? Yeah. She brings people together with her music. It's just, last year was super, super unfortunate because she was like, again, she sold over 330K on the album, which is insane. Only be second behind Taylor Swift, right? And then she doesn't win no Grammys. And then Birds of a Feather is second to Not Like Us, right? That sort of took attention away, right? Yeah. So, I mean, I felt like if she got some hardware from that era, right? And she has 2 Oscars for her songs, right? Yeah. And 2 Golden Globes, right? I mean, like, that's crazy. You just think about it. Like, that's another video you might want to do in the future, like.
So, Billie?
Yeah, Billie, yeah.
Yeah.
Those are the only 2. The Weeknd's like, man, I love Hurry Up Tomorrow, but like, I don't know. I feel like the ship is kind of stale with that. Like, he had his chance. It's just, it's kind of like Jordan and Kobe, right? Like, it's kind of like that type of sort of metric.
That's a valid take, though. Like, now sitting like recollect. It's valid, though.
Yeah. You mentioned EDM music. Do you like listen to like Skrillex or like?
When it comes to EDM, I like EDM music, but like, what is it? When it comes to EDM for me,
like David Guetta.
Yeah, it's like that throwback EDM. Like I don't just kind of
like Deadmau5.
Like anything from like that time frame.
Yeah.
I feel like that was like the best. Like what they call it, recession music.
Recession pop, yeah.
Yeah.
Recession.
That was the best time when EDM was dominating.
That was great.
It was up to 2015.
Yeah, I mean, so we're nearing the end of the interview. I'm gonna play this little game, right? Do you listen to Drake Champs?
Yeah.
Okay. So they play this game during the interview where 2 artists are like sort of pit against each other. You have to pick either or. You can't. But my version is like you can't say neither or both. You have to pick one, and if you want to give a reason or a story or whatever, that's welcome. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Robin Thicke or Justin Timberlake?
Justin Timberlake.
Okay.
Nobody. And I'm gonna say why Justin Timberlake.
Okay.
Bro, you got to think of the early 2000s run, but for NSYNC,
Yes.
to Future Love to what 22 Experience, bro.
That's
The album he dropped, bro. That's probably one of the best albums of 2013, bro. Besides Ease,
2013 was insane.
that was insane. Like
Bro,
nobody. I'm
but-
gonna do a video, bro. It's so much stuff we got to talk about.
Early, like, but people forget how good early Robin Thicke is, though. Like,
Bro, yeah, Robert Thicke, he was like one of the best artists, you know, because he had early songs with Wayne.
yeah,
He was one of the best, like, you know, but people kind of get it confused, bro. They think he kind of get compared to JT a lot.
yeah. All right,
Yeah, I say just Timberlake.
okay. All right, Jay-Z or Nas?
Jay-Z.
Okay,
I like Nas, but Jay-Z.
all right. Kendrick Lamar or Kanye West?
Kanye West.
Okay.
Kanye West all day.
Okay.
Even besides the
The wild stuff you've been saying.
yeah, the wild it's Kanye West.
All right. Lil Wayne or Drake?
Drake.
Really?
No. Wayne.
Okay.
Wayne.
All right.
It won't be no Drake without Wayne.
All right. Lupe Fiasco or Black Thought?
Lupe Fiasco.
All right. Okay. All right. Young Thug or Future?
Ooh. I'm gonna have to. Dang. Personally, Future career go up to 2010s, so I'm gonna have to say. I'm gonna say Future.
Okay. Travis Scott or ASAP Rocky?
Say that again.
Travis Scott or ASAP Rocky?
Dang, Travis Scott. But
Really?
Rocky, that's my guy. But
Yeah.
Travis Scott. Travis Scott got a better. And I think it's because Rocky don't drop as much no more.
Yeah.
So that kind of put a stain. Cause Travis, he done dropped many projects since testing.
I just think Travis Scott's just a better artist. Like, ASAP Rocky's amazing. I listen to Rocky more than Travis, but when I listen to Travis, I listen to the whole thing, front to back.
You feel me? Like, you listen to the whole thing of Travis.
Yeah.
ASAP,
You kind of have to, like, pick.
ASAP any day, but you really have to be not in the mood. You just,
Yeah.
you have to understand. But you
Yeah.
can just listen to Travis, like, any second of the day. Like, he's the go-to artist.
All right. Riff Raff or OG the Juice Man?
Oh, snap. Riff Raff was golden. When he was signing Soulja Boy, he was golden. But OG
Alright.
Juice Man.
Okay. Jack Harlow or Macklemore?
Jack Harlow.
Really?
Yeah, Jack Harlow. I ain't forgave Macklemore for winning the Grammy of the Year. you know the incident? Yeah.
Yeah, that was crazy. I do think Mac's 2016 album was pretty fire. Like, but
What's that song here? It was Downtown.
yeah, Downtown. Yeah, that's my jam.
Yeah, that was fire. Yeah, that song. I had that on repeat at one point in time.
Yeah.
I used to look cry with that song.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Daft Punk or Justice?
Ooh, Daft Punk. Daft Punk got crazy. Like, they stuff gets sampled to this day.
Yeah.
Daft Punk. Oh,
Like, I mean, I remember, like, when Her Loss dropped, and I was listening to, like, one of the songs, and I hear Daft Punk.
yeah,
Like,
I was like, one more time. I'm like, oh, no, I know that sample, what?
I'm like, what? That's crazy.
That was crazy.
That's crazy. Rick Ross or 2 Chainz?
Rick Ross.
Really? Wow.
Rick Ross got a better mixtape discography than Two
Yeah. His beat selection's like next
It's
level.
crazy. Like, Rick Ross got some of the best beats, like...
Sanctuary Grease, low key might have been the best intro of the 2010s. Like, just the beat comes in, it's just different level.
It's crazy, bro. Like, people... That's why I had to make that, what that video I made a couple days ago, a week ago? That I talk about MG, YMCMB and all that.
Yeah.
Like, you think about it, a hot take, but Rick Ross' label was kind of better than Lil Wayne label.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. It's more consistency.
Yeah, it was more like MG had Wale, Meek Mill was going crazy, but Drake, Drake, Nicki, they was dominating too. But
Yeah.
they was Rick Ross, they was going ham.
Yeah, for sure. Okay. Pusha T or Mos Def?
Ooh, most Def's tough.
Really?
But
Yeah, that's
ooh,
interesting.
I miss most Def crazy.
Yeah.
But I'll probably say Push T because Daytona still get repeated.
Yeah. Pharrell or
I'm going back
Timbaland?
to wait who?
Pharrell or Timbaland?
Timbo, man.
Yeah, Tim. But it's tough. Like those two guys like defined like 20 years of music. Like
I might have to go with Pharrell.
okay.
Pharrell beats is some of Timbaland beats kind of aged that well.
Yeah.
But all Pharrell beats aged well.
Yeah. Yeah. Jordan Lucas or Hobson?
John Hostin.
Really?
Yeah, we used to when he did that Super Hot Fire video. I started listening to him like crazy at one point.
Yeah.
But I just can't take Jordan Lucas. I can't take both of them serious, but I can't take Jordan Lucas serious at all.
Like Jordan Lucas has some bangers. Like I mean, there's a song he did with Timberland, 100 bands, 10 bands. Like that was my jam back in the day.
He had some songs with Eminem that was fire too, but it was cool. Like that.
Okay, Royce the 5'9" or Joe Budden?
Ooh, the Slaughterhouse. Oh my God, the Slaughter. Royce. Joe Budden. He's fine, but he's trash.
Yeah.
Royce was spaz. Like Royce be killing Eminem on songs.
I'm with you on that.
Yeah, he be killing Eminem on songs, so they don't talk about that enough. So.
Yeah, they really don't. Okay, Bruno Mars or The Weeknd?
The Weeknd.
Okay. All right.
Bruno Mars is tough, but The Weeknd.
Yeah. Yeah, I wish Bruno Mars dropped another album, man. I wish, bro.
But I don't know. Bruno Mars is he's fire, but not The Weeknd, bro.
Right. Okay. Olivia Rodrigo or Miley Cyrus?
Wait, who?
Olivia Rodrigo or Miley Cyrus?
Oh, Miley Cyrus, how they?
Okay. All right. DMX or Tupac?
Tupac.
No
question. Like DMX is tough, but Tupac.
All right. Okay. 50 Cent or T.I.?
T.I.
Oh, wow.
T.I.'s catalog is 10 times better. It made 50 Cent catalog look like
Yeah, I feel like with T.I. like was dropping albums, it felt like cinematic, like
like T.I. had stories and stuff.
Yeah, he does.
50 was just cool for the moment type albums.
Yeah. The Game or The Game or YG?
Ooh, YG.
Wow, what?
Have you ever heard the Just Read Up mixtapes?
I like those, but man.
Bro, they are like some of the best early 2010s mixtapes. But The Game got a crazy... The Game to me only got like 2 good albums.
Really?
Like, after he dropped... What's the album he dropped after 08?
I think it was...
the Red album. That album was kind of mid. But the Locks... Yeah,
that record's fire.
Dr. Advocate was fire, and the documentary, of course. Like, I think everybody.
Dramatic's fire. I don't care. I like Dramatic a lot. Granted, it's a mess.
Dramatic was that was Kanye production. It was cool, but
all right.
But I don't know.
Flume or Disclosure?
Ooh, I don't even know who. Disclosure is a group, ain't it?
Yeah.
I'll say Disclosure.
Okay.
Depends how you knew who that was.
All right. Arca or Kazakhstan?
I don't know who that is.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Jim Jones or French Montana?
Damn. Fish Montana.
Really?
Fish Montana early mixtapes is crazy.
Yeah, I'm with you on that.
Yeah, his 2010s run was fire.
Yeah, people just hate on him too much, man. I understand,
It's just a running joke to hate on him, bro. That's all, bro. But people really slept on Rich Homie. I'm not Rich Homie, but Fish Montana. You ever heard his macaroni and cheese series?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a crazy time.
It was crazy. Alright, Rich Homie Quan or Rich the Kid?
Rich Homie Quan all day.
Okay.
And this ain't even because he died. This is like...
Yeah,
I
man.
said this in my Rich Homie Quan video. I was like, bro, they slept on his 2022 run, bro.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if you remember, but it was like... What it was? It was 2022. It's when Thug... The YSL first got locked up.
Yeah.
And everybody was... You know how Rich Homie Quan and Thug was a duo, but they ended up falling out.
Yeah.
They was begging Quan to come back, bro. And then when he came back with some music, they slept on it. Like they went, like everybody went back to sleep. He had tried to fire mixtape that year. That was crazy. But
yeah.
People just slept on it, but I kind of hate that. It's still me tight to this day.
Yeah,
but
man.
Quan,
Rest in peace, bro. Mace or Cameron?
Oh, Cameron.
Really?
But the purple haze.
That's
crazy. Elite Kanye production.
Yeah.
Elite, but who's Mace? Mace is cool though. Mace
yeah, his flow is
but,
fire.
Nah, bro, it ain't him no Cameron. Cameron had a crazy success.
Yeah. Jadakiss or West Side Gun?
Jadakiss.
Really?
Definitely, bro. Jadakiss all day. But I like West Side. I love West Side Gun.
All right.
Hey yo.
All right. Migos or Bone Thugs and Harmony?
Migos.
Really?
Migos.
All right. Oh, okay. Okay. Taylor Swift or Paul McCartney?
Taylor.
Really?
Taylor Swift.
Oh, wow. Alright, okay. Okay. Ariana Grande or Mariah Carey?
Mariah Carey all day.
Okay. Alright.
I never liked the Ariana Grande for real.
Yeah. Nicki Minaj or Missy Elliott?
Ooh, it won't even be no female rapper around Missy Elliott. But Nicki Minaj, I gotta go with Nicki.
Yeah, I think like Missy's like objectively a better rapper, but Nicki's is the way she puts stuff together is like different level. Like
she's just you can't go wrong with Nicki, man. Like I love Nicki, bro. But not Megan Thee Stallion, but Missy, she's like the reason all this even was possible for females, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Kehlani or 070 Shake?
Oh, 70 Shake.
Really?
But her music on good music in 2018, undeniable, bro.
Yeah, it's undeniable.
She kind of carried good music after Big Sean and left, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
You don't talk about that though. People want to know, you know.
All right, Big Sean or J. Cole?
I'm at, dang man. Hot take, might have to go with Big Sean.
Yeah, I'm with you on that.
Big Sean dropped 2 of the best albums back to back.
Yeah.
Dark Sky Paradise and I Decided.
I love those records, bro.
Detroit Mixtape.
Yeah.
Detroit Mixtape was crazy.
It was crazy, for sure.
Hall of Fame too, but bro.
Yeah.
Nah, Big Sean for sure. But J. Cole, that's my guy.
All right. Ooh. Vibes Cartel or Carnal.
Ooh, I don't know who neither is.
Oh, wow. You don't listen to reggae?
Nah, I don't know who either is.
Okay.
Low-key, yeah.
Okay. Okay. Alright. Method Man or Red Man?
Method Man.
Okay. Alright.
But Red Man's mad underrated.
Yeah. I'm with you on that. Freddie Gibbs or Ghostface Killer?
Ooh. Ghostface Killer, man.
Yeah.
Clientele is one of my favorite like projects from the Wu-Tang.
Yeah. Okay. Metro Boomin or Michael made it.
Ooh, Metro Boomin.
Wait, really?
Metro Boomin cared, but Mike Will made it. Gave us Ray Sherman. He gave us some of the best beats. But Metro he's diverse.
Yeah.
Not saying Mike Will not, but Metro is diverse. Like he's a little too diverse now.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. James Blake or Bon Iver?
James Blake.
Yeah.
James Blake is some of the best sample music.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. Ooh. Chief Keef?
Dropped that War album.
Yeah. I don't know, man, about that. Okay. Chief Keef or Lil Durk?
Chief Keef.
Alright.
I listen to Chief Keef every day. Like,
Alright. Lil Yachty or King Von?
Lil Yachty. King Von didn't have that much time to like really progress as an artist, so.
Yeah. Yeah. Billie Eilish or Lana Del Rey?
Billie Eilish.
Okay. Just Blaze or Madlib?
Just Blaze.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with Just Blaze.
Alright.
Madlib was fire, but Just Blaze is.
Alright, okay. The Alchemist or DJ Premier?
The Alchemist.
Okay.
Have you heard their new album with 2 Chainz?
Yo, I heard that, bro. That
crazy,
joint's
bro.
fire. Alright. Boldy James or Larry June?
Bolden James.
Okay. Great answer. Yeah, I think. Okay. Boy Wonder or Wonder Girl?
Boy Wonder.
Okay.
Boy Wonder is crazy.
Yeah, he is.
She that made Astro Thunder beat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright. Anderson .Paak or Thundercat?
Anderson .Paak.
Okay.
I used to listen to Tough back in the day.
Yeah. Frank Ocean or D'Angelo?
Frank Ocean.
Really?
Frank Ocean all day.
Really? That's interesting. Stevie Wonder or Otis Redding?
Stevie Wonder.
Okay.
Otis Redding was crazy though. Like,
Yeah. For
some
sure.
of the best. Cause we wouldn't even have the class. No, I don't know. I'm gonna have to go with Otis. We wouldn't even have the song Otis by Kanye and them without.
Yeah. Katy Perry or Dua Lipa?
Katy Perry.
Okay. Alright. Alright. After Hours or Blonde?
Blonde.
Really? Okay.
Blonde is way better than After Hours.
Alright.
And a heartbeat.
Alright. Rodeo or Purple Rain?
Ooh, we're talking Future Purple Rain?
Yeah.
Rodeo.
Okay.
Rodeo and a heartbeat, but Purple Rain was crazy.
It
that
was
was like
crazy.
the
Sure.
underrated Future tape. It came to Rodeo for turning 10 years this year, man. I hope you do something for that.
Yeah. Alright. Project Pat or Juicy J?
Juicy J.
Really?
Yeah, Juicy J is crazy.
Yeah.
Like, you ever heard Blue Dreams?
I think so. I have to come back to that.
Yeah, underrated mixtape.
Yeah. Shimino or Mine?
Mine.
Really?
He got me through my 2016-17.
Alright. Denzel Curry or 21 Savage?
21 Savage.
Really?
21 Savage all day, but I love this Curry.
Yeah. Man, some of the takes on 21 just do not make sense to me. Like, government mandated features. It's like, bro, every time he's on a song, it's fire. Like, I mean,
It's underrated.
Yeah. Schoolboy Q or Exhibit?
Schoolboy Q.
Okay. Dr. Dre or Quincy Jones?
Quincy Jones.
Yeah.
Boy have no 3P album from Mike Jackson.
Yeah.
Wouldn't be a Thriller without Quincy Jones.
Yeah. All right. 2001. Dr. Dre's 2001 or the Games documentary?
2001.
Okay.
That was the introduction to Eminem.
Okay. All right. Justin Timberlake's 2020 Experience or Miley Cyrus's Bangers?
Oh, bro, why you put that next to each other, bro? I'm gonna have to go with 2020 Experience.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
That was
project. Every song on that project was on the radio.
Yeah.
The Bangers was there too, but that was all on the radio.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Adele or Amy Winehouse?
Adele.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Adele was crazy.
Yeah.
She's crazy. Amy Winehouse, she was talented, she was goated, but
yeah.
Adele.
Yeah. LeBron or Jordan?
LeBron.
Really?
LeBron.
Okay.
We just going for Jordans for the shoes at this point. LeBron is like dominating at the age of 41.
Crazy. Steph or Magic?
Steph.
Okay. So unfortunately, he got hurt in game 1, bro. Like, that bummed me out, man.
It's crazy, bro. Disappointed in the world coming back.
Yeah. Anthony Edwards or Donovan Mitchell?
Anthony Edwards.
Okay. Mike Evans? I'm talking about peak. Mike Evans or Julio Jones?
Julio Jones.
Okay. Lamar Jackson or Drew Brees?
Wait, say that again?
Lamar Jackson or Drew Brees?
Oh, Lamar Jackson.
Okay. Interesting. Yeah. Okay. Patrick Mahomes or Peyton Manning?
Payne Madden.
Really?
Yeah, Payne Madden.
Yeah.
All right, we can't not talk about that.
Yeah. Maybe that's another topic for another video, you know? Like,
yeah.
2013 Manning, bro, like, even as a kid, he was making highlight reels every week on Sportsnet. I'm like, what? That's crazy.
Crazy.
Pascal Siakam or Chris Webber?
I had to go with Chris.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, Webber's amazing, yeah.
No, you can't deny that. I would just debate that Mahomes the other day.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Josh Allen or John Elway?
Josh Allen.
Really?
Yeah.
I think Allen's clearly the better player, but I always had the better career, but like, it's like, I feel like the take on like, these quarterbacks can't survive these previous eras is so silly. Like you take like Josh Allen and you put him in the 70s, 80s. He's gonna look like Will Chamberlain on steroids. He's not even the best. He's not even the top QB in the league. Like, all right. Christopher Nolan or Martin Scorsese?
Oh. Cool. Probably Christopher.
Okay. Death Grips or Jake Bag Mafia?
J-Pop Mafia.
Really?
Yeah.
I love Peggy, bro. Like,
Peggy is fire, but come on, man.
yeah. It's crazy. Okay. Beyonce or Prince?
Beyonce? Or Prince?
Yeah.
Beyonce.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Got to.
All right. Okay. Madonna or Bob Marley?
Ooh, Madonna.
Really?
Yeah, Madonna.
Okay.
She's legendary.
All right. Okay. All right. Raven or Superman?
Superman.
Really?
Superman.
Yeah. Okay. Deathstroke or Deadshot?
Wait, say that again?
Deathstroke or Deadshot?
I'm gonna have to say, oh, damn. Let's say Deathstroke.
Okay. Okay. Will Smith or Samuel L. Jackson?
Will Smith.
Really?
Will Smith got, Samuel Jackson got range, but Will Smith low-key got better range.
Yeah. People like, bro, Will Smith is a much better actor than people realize. Like,
People sleep on it.
yeah, they do. The whole slap too, like, that was so bad, bro. I was like fighting for my life in the comments, saying like, "Yo, man, like this doesn't mean he's not. Like this whole thing does not mean that he's all of a sudden a trash actor. Like, come on, man. Like,
I always said that.
okay, all right, this last one. Okay, so the last one, probably what I'm waiting for. Okay, Gucci Mane or Lil B?
I'm about to go Gucci Man.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to.
Okay.
Like, yeah, Lil B, but bro, they both responsible for this new generation.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, you can't deny it. Trap music, and then just Lil B just, you know.
Okay. Okay. And okay, one additional one. Dave Chappelle or George Carlin?
Dave Chappelle.
Okay.
The Chappelle Show?
Yeah.
Come on, bro. On the OG, bro.
OT, bro. OT. For sure. For sure. Yeah, it was an honor having you on, man. Like,
Man.
super, super dope, man, that you came on and, like, I low-key thought I was going to get someone like you, but I did, and it was just, low-key, this might be my best interview, bro. I ain't gonna lie, like.
Yo, like, the chemistry is crazy, bro.
Yeah, it is.
I ain't think, like, I did not know we, like, have the same stuff like that.
Yeah. That's why I picked you, like, you know, to do something like this. Like, we set something in the case, like, you know, so.
I'm honored, though, like, for sure. Like, I'm glad to be on, you know.
Yeah, I mean.
Honestly, we really got to stay in contact, though, like, for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Because I ain't realize we, like, half of the same shit, like.
Yeah.
You know.
I mean, you never know, like, if I have enough money, maybe I come down to Alabama, maybe we can, you know, link up or something like that. You know, I don't got the money now, but.
Interview or something, yeah. But, you know, we'll get to that point, you know.
Yeah.
On in life, you know, wherever our life takes us.
Yeah, for sure.
I just hope that, honestly, just trying to become bigger, you know.
Yeah,
like,
for
you
sure.
start interviewing crazy, like, bigger people, like, just, you know, just, I don't know. I just, you know, I hope the future for us be in the right direction.
Yeah, for sure. It's an honor to have you on, bro. See you later, bro. And maybe we can link up next time.
No, for sure, though. You know, but you got my Instagram, Joe. You know, we could definitely keep in contact and all that.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, man. You be safe, bro.
You too. Bye. That is another episode of Renegade podcast interview. And that was amazing. That really was. Hope to see you guys next time. And peace out.